feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number, leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it, flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ, the travel and what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio, I'm on a Mexican world radio. Yeah!
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy Monday, everybody.
Yeah.
Welcome to it. Yeah, I'm not hearing anything either.
I ain't got no snare in my headphones.
There we go.
There, what the?
Something was in queue and I didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
There it was.
Makes much more sense.
Yeah.
Wow, now I'm all super hot.
The yellow light
Uh-huh.
in the
we go.
yellow light of the room was camouflaging the yellow light.
You'll notice sometimes, like when I come in here, I'll do this, like
Yeah.
along the top, just because I can't, because of that light, the fluorescence.
But I was looking and I was like, maybe something's in queue. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, there we go. So, there we
We
go.
can hear us now, everybody.
Yeah, happy Monday.
It's nice.
Happy Monday. It's Monday.
Yes.
Welcome to it. Hope you all had a good weekend.
It was a good one, yeah.
It was a busy weekend.
It really, really was. There's a lot going on.
Plethora of stuff. The Alzheimer's Walk was Saturday morning. The Historical Society had hosted the CAPS, the Kids Arts Program, for their history event on Saturday. Big event there. Of course, various fall festivals, week one of those. Weekend number 2 coming up here.
It seems kind of, I mean, this is like the one of like the few years that we get where it's like the perfect, Halloween falls on a Sunday. I mean, you can fit all your fall festivals into Halloween weekend. Why are we having runoff on the weekend before?
Because there's just so many. And we haven't,
Now-
and last year it was subdued because, there was really any trick-or-treating. There was a couple drive-through events.
Right.
And some of those are returning. But I think it's just game on this year, and everyone's like, we're going to make 2 weekends of fall and Halloween festivities.
Cramming two Halloweens into one.
See.
Now that having been said, I didn't have the kids' costumes. They're actually at Mom's house, but we went out this weekend and succeeded in getting ourselves a couple of buckets full of candy for doggone sure.
Nice. Like at festivals and things?
Yeah, we went to the Boo Fest, the one over by at the scrapbook store, and then we went to the one at Country Club Road, Church of Christ.
Oh, yeah, they're fall festival.
They had a trunk or treat walkthrough thing.
Yeah, that's another traditional one there. And then, of course, American Legion Post 61, we had a White Star ceremony yesterday. Big thank you to Mr. Ralph Green and his family. We honored his son and raising awareness for soldier suicide. And, matter of fact, Mr. Green, Ralph Green, he's a member of our American Legion Post, but he's been doing the 22 push-up challenge, and he goes and does it at various cemeteries around town. And go check out his Facebook page. He's really been proactive in raising awareness for this, and a big thank you to him and his family for allowing us to do the ceremony with them. That's not always the easiest thing for a family to go through.
It's not at all.
And we very much appreciate that. So, folks, raise some awareness and think about we talk about suicide. I know you see it all the time online and things, sharing suicide prevention hotlines, and that's wonderful. But we got to be more active than that. We can't just be sharing phone numbers. We need to get involved in people's lives and keep an eye on each other and notice those changes and try to help. And don't ignore them. Because when I know there's a mind your own business, and I'm all for mind your own business because I believe in that. But when you know people and you know they're not acting normal, that's when it's time to step in and then help out. That's your family, your friends. That's humanity, and that's what we do.
And I'm thankful for the fact that finally it took generations, but finally mental health is actually, there's a focus being put on it as far as like military goes, as far as like those returning back home from from serving.
Yeah. Well, and unfortunately, in the mindset of males, particularly in veterans,
We don't need the help because we're tough. We're
sure, and that's a veteran mindset. It's a male mindset, but particularly a veteran mindset. So, I mean, even just by the fact the way you're trained in the military, the way we're not. You're generally not hard on your sleeve type people.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's just not how the military makes you. You know. So it's not always something forthcoming for folks that serve because they don't want to. And to be honest, I get it. I've chewed some dirt there. I know exactly how they feel. So, but anyway, I don't want to start off Happy Monday. Come get you, make you feel real bad today. But, but is we just something we gotta keep the good fight going on that.
That challenge you were talking about. The guy was doing at the different cemeteries. I attempted that once. I only got about 10 deep. And I got a really bad brain freeze. Then I found out it was a 22 push up challenge, not a 22 push pop challenge. That was my bad.
Yeah,
that was my bad.
Yeah,
they're delicious though. First 10 just went down smooth.
Why didn't they have other flavors?
There's the orange. That's the traditional. And then there's the tri flavor. I don't think it's the push pop brand, but you can get the one that's like the strawberry, the orange, and the cherry or something like that.
I just, cherry.
It's a real rainbow.
Well, give me a grape, cherry.
Got a guava,
watermelon, something. Something other than orange.
Yeah. Now you want fancy, you got to go to like a paleteria.
I don't want even fancy.
Get yourself helados.
Something other than orange. Give me two choices.
Why you gotta hate on orange? What orange ever do to you? No, you want the ultimate or the other flavors. You got to go to like the convenience store. That's where you get the the 3 flavor one.
Yeah, yeah, fancy.
Yeah, the fancy ones.
I didn't have a highfalutin ice cream man. I had the garden variety, run the mill, just standard fare. So, happy Monday.
Yes,
we do have a full slate for you today. We have a plethora of things to talk about. We're going to replay an interview. Kathy Lay joined us Thursday. She is works for the city of Roswell, but Keep Roswell Beautiful coordinator. And we're going to talk a little bit about Fall Festival.
Yeah.
We're going to talk. We talked about their community volunteer program. It's some really good information there. So we'll replay that interview for folks here. She was, I want to say 8 or 9 o'clock hour last Thursday. In the 8 o'clock hour, about 8:15, we're going to have the folks from Kiwanis Club of Roswell drop by. I think it's going to be Barbara Gomez and Doug Austin, but don't quote me on that. And, of course, they got the big concert coming up November 6th.
Yep.
That's not this weekend, but the weekend after. And then that whole weekend, they got their the big Swearingen and Kelly, the tribute to Simon and Garfunkel concert. The golf ball drop will be that morning.
Yep.
So all of this... a fundraising event partnership with the Roswell Communal Theater. The Kiwanis portion of the fundraising goes to the all-inclusive park. The Community Little Theater's portion goes to that big roof.
Yep.
That when you go to the concert on Saturday, whether it's during the day or in the evening, the roof above you, they got to replace that. So hopefully the weather's nice on Saturday for you.
Well, if nothing else, you'll get the true experience.
Otherwise, they may have to, Simon and Garfunkel may have to reappropriate a song from someone else and do Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. But, so it's a great fundraising event. It's going to be a great concert. But they'll join us in the 8 o'clock hour. We'll talk all about that. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, about 9:15, Stacy Lehman with Roswell Honda. I always say it wrong. It's not Lehman. Lehman, I know. But she said Lehman.
She has said Lehman before.
And ever since then, I've been locked in that way.
She had to get used to it, too, because she's only just recently been Lehman.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she was a Vandy wart for many moons. Stacy Lehman. I got to keep... it doesn't... I heard her say it that way, and it locked in my brain that way, and it's really hard to break it. So, but Stacy's going to join us from Roswell Honda. Let's say Stacy. She's going to join us from Roswell Honda this weekend.
This Saturday
is their annual Paint Roswell Honda Pink event. They've been doing this for years, where they raise money for the Chavez County Cancer Fund.
Yep.
They have exclusive deals for the weekend for selling cars and things, but. Big fundraising event. They've got, you can win like Michael Kors purses, and
they'll have all the pink merch out there. That's always a big deal. Is every year people waiting to get their, their bows and stuff.
Various. Usually they have organizations like the Chavez County Cancer Fund and others on hand. If you want to learn more about these organizations, some of them have little drawings and things where you can buy cookies and things to raise money, and we'll talk all about the festivities that'll be happening here on Saturday.
Not to mention, right now, every vehicle that's sold between now and the end of October, they're donating $50 from that vehicle purchase to the Travis County Cancer Fund.
Okay, and for folks that aren't familiar, Travis County Cancer Fund, they're the ones. Walk for Hope is their big fundraising event. Unfortunately, COVID's kind of scaled that back over the last couple of years, but Travis County Cancer Fund helps families here in Travis County that are battling cancer, help to raise money for them to cover the stuff.
Other stuff.
Yeah, like your medical bills and things. That's not so much, but the
food, gas,
utility
rent,
bills.
Right.
Especially if the cancer, the person fighting cancer is the kind of the breadwinner for the family. That can take a major toll on income and things. Travis County Cancer Fund comes and helps these families do that. So when you come out to Roswell Honda and have fun and buy Tata cookies and do all those things, you're helping families right here in Travis County doing that. So, but Stacy will talk more about it in the 9 o'clock hour.
Plus, you're taking a big old bite out of a booby. Who's complaining about that? It's funny. Those are always the biggest sellers. The Tata cookies.
Well, yeah, because everyone giggles and laughs, but it's for a good cause.
Get the frosting off first.
And it's cookies.
It's cookies. Plus, you get 2 of them.
And then parents got to explain to kids why they're shaped that way. And, we all learn.
I really think that they should expand this year, though, because, well, I mean, we know that Tatas come in all shapes and sizes. We really should expand the cookies and have, like, some that are like, a little droopier. One where, like, the dot is, like, off to the side a little bit.
Exactly.
Exactly. The perky ones, the sad ones.
Every 2 are different.
That's right. So, what Ron White said.
Do they sell them by?
It's a pair. It's like that.
Okay, I didn't
it's
know.
Actually, almost perfect.
There you go. Okay, I didn't know if they.
It's a big cookie.
So you get like 2 cookies.
Yeah, it's like one of those popsicles with the 2 sticks.
Oh,
yeah, you can just snap it in half, and you and your buddy can enjoy a booby.
Share a cookie.
That's
I
right.
like it. That's it.
There it is.
Or your couples.
Ladies started to eat their hand and just eat your way to the middle.
There we go. We can Lady and Tramp.
There you
we
go.
can do the scene from Lady and Tramp with the cookies.
That's right.
I like it. Perfect. Wow, we covered a lot of information in 15 minutes there.
Certainly did.
All right, it is 7:17. Probably should do some stuff here so I got time to get the interview in. Let's go ahead and get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have a cold front on the way and some very gusty wind and cooler temperatures coming up by tomorrow and Wednesday. Sunshine and warm today will be in the upper 80s. Overnight looks clear down to a low of about 50, and then a very windy day tomorrow with gusts up to 45 miles per hour, blowing dust, sunshine, and our high in the low 80s will be in the 70s by Wednesday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 49 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 48%. Winds currently out of the southwest at 3 miles per hour. For today, sunny skies, warm. I even brought shorts today. I'm back in shorts, even though it's 49 right now. I was like, you know what? It's going to be near 90 today. I'm wearing shorts. Sunny skies, high of 89 officially. Northwest winds 5 to 10. Picking up, 10 to 15 for this afternoon. It's nothing major there. Tonight, mostly clear. Expect an overnight low of 53 degrees. Winds will be out of the south, 5 to 15 miles per hour. For you Tuesday, going to be a little windy, some dust. None of the stuff we like. Be 83, though. That's good. Sunny and 83, but windy. Winds out of the south early, 5 to 10, but the increasing later tomorrow. 20 to 30, gusting as high as 40 miles per hour. So seeing some patchy blowing dust and all that tomorrow afternoon possible. Tomorrow night, mostly clear with an overnight low of 49 degrees. Northwest winds 15 to 20, gusting as high as 30 miles per hour. Wednesday, another breezy one, cooler, sunny, 74 for a high with northwest winds 15 to 20. Clear skies with an overnight low of 46 Wednesday night. Thursday, sunny, 74. Friday, sunny skies and a high of 75. And then the weekend, low 80s on Saturday, 82 officially, and then 79 and sunny on Sunday. So other than that wind tomorrow, not too bad this week. Pretty good overall. All right, it is 20 minutes after 7 o'clock. Let's go ahead and get you into your Roswell Livestock Report for you Monday morning with Smiley Wooten. Then we'll take a quick break. And then our interview we had on Thursday with Kathy Lay, the Keep Roswell Beautiful coordinator, talking about the Fall Festival on the 31st, talking about community volunteer program that's now being started, all kinds of stuff that's coming up next. Don't go away.
Good morning, this is Smiley Wooten at the Roswell Livestock Auction. A good October run this week with a nice selection of all classes of cattle, especially high-quality native calves and light yearlings. We expect to sell 1,700 head, breaking down like this: 325, 350 weighing cows and bulls, 100, 125 pairs bred cows, 1,150, 1,200 calves and yearlings. Today's sale will include 200 cows, Animas Foundation, Animas New Mexico, ex-quality Black Angus and Brangus crossbred cows, pregged open at the ranch, big frame, medium flesh, 6 to 10 years old. 200 calves, Triple R Cattle Company, Jowl, New Mexico, excellent quality 85% black white face Angus and Brangus cross calves, Bow Shield Gold 7-way at Brandon, 450, 650 pounds. 85 calves, McDaniel Ranch, Capitan, New Mexico, reputation quality Black Angus crossbred calves, Bow Shield Gold 7-way at Brandon, 500, 600 pounds. 60 calves, Larry Wagner Ranch, Roswell, New Mexico, reputation quality black white face Angus and Brangus cross calves, Bow Shield Gold 7-way at Brandon, 450, 600 pounds. 20 calves, Hendy Ranch, Duran, New Mexico, excellent quality Black Angus cross calves, 1 round of shots, 400, 500 pounds. And 36 calves, Dion Julian, Reserve, New Mexico, ex-quality Black Angus and Brangus crosses, cattle wean 45 days, 2 rounds of shots, right off grass, 400, 500 pounds. Sale time this morning will be at 9 o'clock. Sale pairs of bred cows about 10:30. Be on calves and yearlings about 11 to 11:30. We expect to sell 1,700 head here today. This is Smiley Wooten, Roswell Livestock Auction.
Welcome to the Asian market. This is Nok. Right now we have a new ingredient like galanga, lemongrass, lime leaf, and Thai chili to make tom yam kung and tom kha gai. And try out new delicious new soup on Saturday. Come see me at the Asian market, 5702 South Main. Call for order 840-5309.
The biggest sale in the history of southeastern New Mexico is back at Roswell Nissan.
King of cars.
With every vehicle on the lot slashed to liquidation pricing, like a 2020 Versa slashed to under 18 grand, a 2014 Jeep Patriot slashed to under 13 grand, and a 2015 Sentra slashed to under 9 grand. And get free AirPods just for stopping by.
King of cars.
On now at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
The pandemic hurt small businesses all over New Mexico, even yours, and rebuilding your business is really tough. The state of New Mexico designed the Business Recovery Grant Program to help pay your business rent, lease, or mortgage payments. The average award is $50,000 and does not need to be paid back. As a business owner, you are dealing with a whole new set of challenges. Visit nmfinance.com/recovery to apply now so you can free up your cash and focus on your great comeback.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Bamboo plants can grow up to 36 inches in a day. So if you're told you're growing like a weed, you can say, "No, I'm growing like a bamboo." Here's Mike Winters.
And go golfing.
Have you seen the ones where they're on a ladder and they stretch the ladder over a balcony and they're walking across the ladder to try to reach?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And go golfing.
Have you seen the ones where they're on a ladder and they stretch the ladder over a balcony and they're walking across the ladder to try to reach?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Then you wonder why. What a tragedy. Well,
why more men die?
You kind of set that table yourself there. But good morning. It is 22 minutes after 8 o'clock. And joining us in studio this morning from the city of Roswell, I guess we could say Keep Roswell Beautiful Coordinator. That's one of your titles.
That's one of my titles.
Kathy Lay with us this morning.
I have like several little hats.
But Keep Roswell Beautiful Coordinator and
Volunteer and Outreach Coordinator.
Volunteer and Outreach Coordinator and multiple hat wearer for the city of Roswell. Kathy Lay with us this morning.
And butting in, sorry. As soon as I heard that little blurb about the lightning storm, I remembered seeing this one of this whole thread of pictures, and it was about why men die younger than women.
Yeah.
And it was these outrageous things you see men trying to do to fix something or to do something that's just so dangerous, and it's hilarious.
I'm pretty sure True Network, the True TV network, they have programming pretty much during the day all day because of those videos. Because I think every time I flip through there, if they're not showing jokers, they're showing a marathon of world's whatever videos. And it's those people that stand on ladders or swing from a tree that you know ain't holding nobody.
Exactly. Or strap a rocket on their back with roller skates to see how fast they can go.
Or a lot of things with motor-propelled vehicles and ramps.
Yes, exactly. My brothers actually started that when they were little kids, I swear.
Well, that's just it. We did it as kids. These are adults still doing it.
No, they never grow up.
We learned that that's dumb.
Well, some don't, obviously.
True.
They've actually got something they call the Darwin Awards. Have you heard about that?
I have. I have.
It's crazy. But anyway, sorry.
Yep.
I'm butting right in. Sorry.
No, this is the show. Of course, we got a lot to talk about.
I do have quite a few things.
I guess, do we want to talk Fall Festival first?
I would love to talk Fall Festival first.
Yeah.
That is going to be October the 31st. It is at the Convention or Civic Center, whatever you call it, right next door to the Roswell Museum and Art Center. Yeah, right around the 9th and Main Street area.
Yeah, right
in that
downtown
area.
there. Or just, kind of north of true downtown.
It's considered the downtown district still, I think. What they're doing is they're actually doing a free community event. And the city is coordinating it. And they're going to have the police department there. The fire department is going to be there. Waymaker Church is helping to sponsor it. Yeah. We've got a lot of people that are kind of contributing, bringing in, like they're going to have bouncy houses and carnival games or they call them Jolly Jumpers, trunk or treating, music, just a lot of fun for the kids to have a place to go. It's from 4 o'clock to 8 p.m.
Yeah, and the library, the zoo's having parts.
Yeah, the zoo's going to bring creepy crawlies over. The library's going to have some activities there, and they're setting up booths. It's going to be inside.
Yes.
So that will be because they're concerned
it's gonna
about
be nice
weather.
And cool right now.
Yeah,
the way it's looking, so it can be nice and cool.
We were just talking about the weather here and how crazy it is. It's like winter at night, it's blazing summer in the day.
We're worried about being cold, and we're like, you might want to, think about costumes with shorts this time.
Yeah. It's crazy. But anyway, since they're not sure about what the weather is going to be doing, it is going to be inside.
There you know the weather.
Yep. The Civic Center is actually, they have a new director there.
Okay.
And they're starting to open now.
Good.
And so this is going to be an activity that they're going to be doing inside. The thing that I'm here to ask about is because one of my roles as the outreach coordinator is to help connect sponsors and donors to projects that the city is doing.
Gotcha.
When they have need. They cannot, the thing about this city is that there are strings attached to most of their money as to what they're legally allowed or what they're mandated by either the way that particular income is set up. As far as when the money comes in, it's got to be spent on specific things. There are things there that they can't technically spend their money on. So they can't go out and buy a bunch of candy, with the certain tax dollars.
The money's earmarked for specific things.
Right. So they need donations of candy or little individually wrapped like pretzels or little snacks, things they can give away to the kids.
Sure.
So if you're interested in donating like a bag of candy or something to the Visitor Center, which is at 5th and Main Street, that
right
little
there,
white
the
building.
old Conoco gas station building.
It's across the street from the courthouse, the Chaves County Courthouse, right downtown.
Just looks like an old-time little house there, right there in the corner.
You can turn down 5th and pull into that little parking lot right there and drop the candy or the little goodie individually wrapped goodies off.
Okay.
And then we'll get them over to the Civic Center for the event.
Absolutely. And by the way, while you're there, if you haven't been in that, they've remodeled it and renovated it and did a whole bunch of stuff to it about it. Towards the beginning of COVID, I think, right around when all that was
They've got this really cool photo booth inside.
Yeah.
Or not, I wouldn't call it a photo booth. It's a photo, like a little setup.
Information center.
And it's got like there's a Polaroid camera. And there's a little two aliens that sit there and they decorate the background according to the season. And so these two little aliens that are standing there and you take your picture with a little Polaroid and then it prints it out right there for you. And then you can email it to yourself.
Oh, cool.
So they'll have it set up with a fall scene of some kind,
So while you're dropping off candy, you want to play around a little
free
bit?
Free picture. Get a free Polaroid. Send to your friends.
I think they sell Roswell swag there,
they
too.
sell Roswell
So if you want to
swag.
You want to get your shirts and things, you can find them there, too.
Or for family or friends or whoever.
Yeah.
Christmas, it's not too early.
Exactly. It is the season.
But if you have candy or goodies, please drop them off. They really need that badly.
The more, and I know there's a lot of people asking for candy. So when you go to the store, pick up multiple bags.
Yeah,
drop one off for the city there. Maybe drop one off for the sheriff.
Right.
Drop one off for American Legion folks. There's a lot
There's
of churches.
a lot of really fun things that are happening. And this is a free event. It's not a ticketed event for the Civic Center there.
Yeah.
This is a free event. And
this is a different event than the Boo at the Zoo.
The Night of the Living Zoo is a 2-night event.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. They do Boo at the Zoo sometimes too. No, that's actually one that they've done. This one's Night of the Living Zoo, and they're doing that one the 29th and 30th.
Okay.
And so that one is a real fun thing. They also need, for the Fall Festival on the 31st, they also need volunteers.
Okay.
So if you would like to volunteer, if you've got a young person who needs community hours, and by young person I mean like a teen. If you've got a teen that is working for community hours,
or college student or something.
for their clubs, for their honors, for their group that they do, if they want volunteer
just
hours,
to be good people,
or if you just want to do something cool for the community, it's 4 to 8. So it's not like real late at night.
And it's really not that difficult.
No, you can
to
do
work.
2 hours or something. Help set up before, help tear down after, or during that 4-hour period. If you want to work a couple hours,
they
probably
help people, guide them around and things.
And run get more bags of candy, which we're hoping we get lots of.
Yeah, hopefully there's a stash somewhere to replenish the booth.
Yes, and just helping out. And so we definitely need volunteers and we need candy for the event.
So if if maybe you live in a neighborhood where you don't get trick-or-treaters, and I don't need to buy candy. Well, just go buy candy and then drop it off
That'd be wonderful.
At the visitor center here.
And then you can show up at the Civic Center that night and help pass it out.
There you go. And then come on out since no one's coming to your house.
Enjoy it. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
They're going to have so much fun stuff to do that night. It's a family event.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so bring the family out, have fun, participate as a volunteer, participate by bringing candy.
Yeah.
It's just a fun fall event for the kids.
And if I usually know right, if the kids love the toys. And,
they love little
and
toys.
of course, well, even the big toys. Because I think obviously the Roswell Police Department, the fire department, usually they come out with the cars and the fire trucks and
they're
lets the kids play and check them out and do all that cool
and
stuff.
the police
Put on the big
department
hat
will be
and the
there.
boots.
Yep. And it's a great. See, the thing is it builds that kind of sense of community.
Yeah.
That these people that serve us, they want to have that connection with the community, and for the kids to know that they're a safe person.
Yeah.
And that these are people that care about them. That's why they do the jobs they do.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So that it's like sometimes I think it's so easy to depict city entities or even the city itself as this dictator.
Sure.
And we lose sight of the fact that these are hundreds of people that work every day to make our lives better.
Absolutely.
And it's past all of the political differences of opinion about what they should or shouldn't be doing. There's always opinions about what the city's decisions are and different things. And it's okay to have those conversations. But when it's all said and done, these hundreds of employees are making our lives better by fixing our streets when it's raining or cold or hot, filling potholes. They're out doing these jobs like the sanitation guys that get up at 3:00 and come by and pick up our trash, and the animal services, which actually I just went and visited with the people from the animal services and took a little thank you gift from that Albertsons provided for us, a little thank you gift, and I dropped it off for them. And I asked them when I got them all together to give them their stuff, I said, do you guys all have animals at home? And they said, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're all pet lovers.
They're pet lovers.
Yeah.
And the reason they do that job, but you remember those cartoons as we were kids, the bad old dog catcher? He'd have the net.
The butterfly net.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep,
He'd grab the dog and take him off to jail.
Yeah.
That's what we still kind of in the back of our minds think of at the animal services.
Especially people, adults already.
Yeah.
Younger kids may not understand.
We don't understand that those people love animals. And they are there because those animals are a lot of times come in injured or starving, or they're someone's lost pet. And because they get them and take them to a safe place, the owner has a chance to get them back now and find them, or they get a chance to have medical care and food. And they try to place those animals with homes and adoptions or animal rescues. They work really closely with the animal rescue organizations. And so
when they talk euthanization, when that happens, that is always the last resort. And they put the feelers out to all the nonprofits and say, hey, we got some on the short list. And so they give everybody as big a warning, as big. They really are trying everything in their power to find a home and make sure that this animal gets to go and enjoy someplace. The only time they have to is the extreme when the shelter's full, they've got more coming
They
in.
have, from what I have understood, I had a conversation a couple of months back, probably about 3 months ago, and was talking with the person who was at the time kind of helping oversee. They've got a new director there, by the way, too. She's wonderful.
Okay.
And the same staff were there before that I talked with. But one of the things that they said is they've not put down an adoptable animal.
That's awesome.
The ones they put down have been ones that were either aggressive and bit someone,
Sure.
and they had to because of
court order
laws.
or law mandate.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they get those animals into adoptive homes or get them into rescues.
Yeah.
And they are working. They can't consider themselves like a no-kill shelter because there are times that they're mandated to have to euthanize an animal.
But that is the last resort.
But that
and
is
only
the
by
last
court.
resort, and it's only when they really have no other choice.
And I would throw this out. If you go by animal control to do some pet shopping and things, and if you don't see a pet that, for whatever reason, just doesn't mesh with you.
Facebook.
Yeah, go on Facebook, but walk right next door to the Humane Society. Because you're rescuing a pet either way. If you empty a cage at either one of those buildings, so if the cage is empty at the Humane Society, they'll fill it with one from next door.
They really do work hand in hand.
And if you take one from the I always say the pound, but animal control.
But that's what we always do it as, the pound.
Again, it's back to that
mindset, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of changing the way we view it as not being a place for punishment or prison for the animal.
Yeah.
It's a rescue place, a safe haven where they can try to find them a good place to go.
Yeah.
And there are fees and things involved because animals cost money to take care of.
Very expensive.
And if you don't want to invest in taking care of that animal, then you may not be those pet owners. But we're working on getting some programs in place that will help with that.
And unfortunately, the Animal Control and the Humane Society and other rescue organizations deal with that owner surrender. And this is why when I have the Humane Society on every time, we always say, we're getting ready for the holidays here. Pets as gifts aren't great surprise gifts.
No.
These are, they make wonderful gifts, but if you're going to give to the person's fully on board with from the process of selecting it to understanding the responsibilities and because especially older people are like, well grandma's home alone now, let's get her a cat or get her a dog, and that's wonderful, but let's make sure grandma's on board and grandma's willing to take care of it and do everything.
Willing and able.
Able's the other thing too.
Right, because they are wonderful companions, but they live sometimes 20 years. And
cats got a long life.
Some of those little dogs, little cats can live a long time, 18, 20 years.
But I will tell you, generally, cats are less maintenance than dogs because you don't have to take them on walks and let them out.
Absolutely true. Kitty litter boxes, they're much easier types of companion animals and things.
I'll tell you this, every single cat that comes out of animal control or the Humane Society, they're already litter box trained, and it's kind of
it's such a natural thing. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Well, I've had two cats from one from each location, and since I've and both times that wasn't like I didn't have to. It was. There was no potty training done.
Maintenance, right?
Here's the litter box. Oh, okay, got it. What we did was we didn't give them the whole house at first. We just had our laundry room was like a nursery.
Yeah.
We had their litter box in there.
And
for a couple days they hung out there, and then we give them more of the house. And
that was smart.
Yeah.
And a slow introduction.
Yeah,
really
it's not our first rodeo. We've been to a couple of these, but yeah, and if you do that, I mean, there's very little to no training.
Right.
And cats aren't really receptive to training. They follow routines and patterns. But if you try to train them, they're going to fight you tooth and nail.
Isn't it funny how they're so different in their personalities that?
Exactly.
It's true.
The dogs the other way. Dogs, they're going to do anything.
They want to please you like crazy.
But at the same time, they're more needy. You got to take them and walk. You got to take them out all the time. They don't have the luxury of going to a litter box.
Right.
So if it's a larger dog, they need exercise.
That's true.
You can't just keep them cooped up in a house.
Absolutely.
They got to run. So if you don't have a fenced-in yard or a place for that animal, then that's probably not the best option for you.
That's very true. So, very, very true. But that's one of the things. If we see that these services and these people that do that are serving us just like the animal services. So anyway, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. And we do get volunteers. One of my programs is about recruiting volunteers for things like adoption events at the animal services, or for the event like the Fall Festival.
Okay.
And also I work with Keep Roswell Beautiful, and I get volunteers for programs that we do for that. If you have someone who is wanting to volunteer like, for example, I was talking with someone yesterday that their youth is meeting a number of hours for Honor Society.
Okay.
And they were asking about different opportunities for volunteering. One of the things that I do is with Keep Roswell Beautiful, we got grant funding. Grant funding pays for cleanup supplies and we can provide them for free.
Okay.
And I have a volunteer tracking sheet.
Okay.
And you can actually go out and do cleanups in public places. Pick a park. Go out for a couple hours, clean up, sign your time in on this, and just keep track of the days you go out. How many bags of trash you pick up, the address where you go, how many hours.
Is this kind of like Adopt a Highway style?
Can be. It's kind of style like that, but you can move around.
Gotcha.
Like, for example,
you're not beholden to one spot.
Nope. I'm going to go over and I'm going to go to the cemetery and ask them, Kate, do you want me to come by and pick up some stuff over at the cemetery?
Gotcha.
I'm going to go over to Cielo Grande Park or to the bike trail that goes, the Spring River bike trail that goes under Main Street.
Okay.
I'm going to walk along that bike trail and pick up trash.
Okay.
I'm going to go over to Spring River Zoo Park. I'm going to go to Loveless. I'll go to the splash pad. And each time I can go to a school grounds. That's public property.
Yeah.
I'm going to go over and pick up the playground at this little elementary school and go around the school and pick up trash around the school.
Sure.
You can pick a location that's a public
Maybe not
location.
do that during school hours. Just as a pro tip. But
No. Don't drag me into that. You're going to have some mad mamas and daddies calling me.
Maybe on the weekend when you do that.
But or you could do it like after school or if you're a homeschooler.
Yeah.
But anyway, and we want to see people go out and they can do it as a family. They can do it as an individual. They can do it as a club, a group. If they want to do community cleanups,
sure,
we can give you free cleanup supplies. We can give you trash bags, disposable gloves. We have safety vests. We have trash grabbers.
Okay.
You can borrow the trash grabbers and the vests, and then we'll give you the gloves and the stuff.
Okay.
Go out and do cleanups. I'll give you a sign-up sheet. Okay. You can track those hours, and those can count towards your community volunteer time.
So if you like to start little groups here, like you said, youth groups.
Yeah.
I know Boy Scout troops are always looking for community service. I imagine Girl Scouts the same way.
Yep.
Church groups.
Yep. If you want to do a cleanup, I can hook you up with supplies.
Yeah.
And here's the one that I specifically wanted to target today. We got grant funding for a new program that is the Empowering Youth Cleanup Fundraiser Program. Okay. I actually have grant funds for this.
Yeah.
If you have money,
you get paid.
I got money. It's burning a hole in my pocket.
Can't wait to spend it.
I want to spend every penny of that grant money. I'm not going to give them a dime back. And it makes them happy when I don't give them money back.
Yeah, they're happy. We're happy. It's a win-win.
Win-win. What it is that we have funds to pay youth groups in that are located in Chaves County.
Yeah.
So let's say it's the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, church youth group, a club from the school, the chess club. It can be a cheer group. It can be a traveling sports team. If you've got a youth group, we want them to be 11 to 17 because we don't want to get tagged for child labor laws.
Sure, we want kids
making those little 5-year-olds with a whip get out and work.
We don't want those kind of images out there.
No, I'm kidding.
But you're right. You want kids that are a little bit mature enough that can handle the walk-in and handle the cleanup and all that
They
stuff.
do a cleanup for 2 hours. We want to have about 10 kids. 2 hours, 11 to 17, we'll pay them $400.
Yeah, so your
we'll
youth
give them the
group,
cleanup
whatever.
supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get
You're
your
just the
youth
labor.
group. Well, yep. You get out, clean up, again, public property.
Yeah.
It can be like, let's say there's a neighborhood along the sidewalks.
Yeah.
That is really, I don't mean like going on to their private property. Stay off of people's private property. Can't go out to Uncle Joe's farm and clean up and us pay you $400.
But public city land.
Yeah, public land. It can be county, city.
As long as it's not privately owned. So
Privately owned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so you can go along some of those parks, some of those school grounds.
Now, if you want to do like neighborhood cleanups and things, that's on the volunteer side. You're more welcome to do that, but we can't put you in the grant part.
Right.
But if you're saying, hey, I want to go through and help people like the elderly on this street and clean up, and by all means, that's part of the volunteer side. That's awesome.
Yes.
But as far as this grant program, this is for school groups for public lands.
Mm-hmm, public land.
Yeah.
And as long as it's public for the cleanups, if they're going through, like let's say, Mike, that they see a neighborhood that the sidewalks have a lot of litter and they want to walk up and down those sidewalks.
Those are city streets, depending on the street, obviously.
Yeah. We want to keep them off of busy roads. In other words, some people want to walk along the highways there and clean up the highways and stuff. We prefer not to have children 11 years old walking next to a busy highway. We prefer they be off-road.
Now, Now, I would imagine if it's a high school football team or something,
Yeah.
they're 16, 15. They're probably a little bit more mature to handle that. Yeah.
So we're just trying to use wisdom.
Yeah.
We need to have one adult volunteer for every 10 kids.
Yes.
So an adult will accompany them for every 10 kids.
Supervision and protection and transparency and
we've
all
got
that stuff.
we've got forms that you fill out that you get to us with parents sign off and stuff, but it's really easy.
Sure.
The forms are super simple. I can get those to you. You can contact me. I will give you vests, trash grabbers for all those kids. I'll give you bags. I'll give you disposable gloves.
Mm-hmm.
You have everything you need to do it. You just bring the boys or the girls.
Yeah.
You get those kids out there and do your 2-hour cleanup. Bring all the stuff back, and then I give you a form to fill out, and then I pay you $400.
Awesome. And what I like about this, especially because I'm guessing with the world of COVID, the normal fundraising methods that these groups have, you know, selling candy or
It's really
or selling
rough.
like discount cards,
Right.
It's probably a little harder to do that in this world.
Yes.
So this is an alternative to help offset some of that.
And
for
they'll
you
be
guys.
outside in the open air.
Yeah,
They can
exactly.
be in safe places. They don't have to be crammed in close together or handling food things. This is a place that they can do.
Sure.
Even if, and they can follow the health requirements or the health whatever the state's requirements are, they can follow those and be outside doing that.
Absolutely.
And so this is something they can do in spite of the conditions of COVID.
Sure.
They can get out and clean up trash.
And another aspect I like about this is as a youth group, you can use this as that teachable moment or that educational side of
you
your
got
program
it.
and teaching some of the valuable skills that children need
Yes.
as adults. And they learn or reinforce some of those skills during these cleanup events.
Yes. One of the things that I've done in studying about litter prevention, because we're getting ready to kick off a really cool litter prevention campaign later this winter, like December and January is when it's going to be really kind of kicking off and heating up. The studies show that areas that the litter is picked up in are less likely to be littered in. But if there's lots of litter, people feel they feel a sense of entitlement.
Like it's
I
okay.
can throw. It's
Everyone
okay.
else did it. I might
Everybody
as well
else,
do
I
it.
can do it. But
That's
if there's
very
no
true.
litter there, they're reluctant to throw litter. So that by doing these cleanups, they can prevent litter from being thrown there and it's in the same amount as it would have been if they hadn't done the cleanup. And also one of the youth groups that did it, the leader came back and was telling me the kids were out there and they were picking up all this little bitty trash and they were just shocked by how much there was when they really started looking at it. And another group came out was getting ready to practice on the sports field. They were saying, "You better not throw your litter out here. We worked hard to clean this up." And they buy into the fact that they
invest into
saw that it took a lot of work to get it done and how much nicer it looked.
Yeah.
So you're educating those youth. That's the reason that the state will give us money to do this.
Yeah.
Is because it has an impact on the youth.
Sure.
It can prevent litter in the future. So it's a really great program.
It's setting better habits for our future.
Absolutely. And so that is like the ulterior motive.
And
in
what
a
I
lot
love
of ways.
too is, for anybody that's spent any kind of time in Southeast New Mexico knows that it's windy as all get out here.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And so I imagine there's even part of that where you're cleaning your area and they're like, well, look how trashy it over there. They got to clean up too because otherwise that's all going to be here in an hour or a week or whatever it is. And so
Very true.
it raises that awareness too about how much stuff we just
trash.
and I don't want to get into government mandates about plastic bags and paper bags and all that. People need to do what they need to do, but that doesn't mean you can't be personally responsible and say, you know what, I need to do my part in this. And I think this reminds us of that is sure, we don't want to be told that we got to do this, and this, but as adults and as people that live here, we want to be good stewards of it and we don't have to go crazy. But you know what? It's not hard to clean up after ourselves. It's not hard to properly throw things in a trash can and things like that. It's not hard.
It makes such a huge impact when just for one person, we sometimes feel like our one effort doesn't amount to much, but it's the combined efforts and the educating other people to follow that. They found in looking at commercials, it's hilarious. You think that the commercials that show this horrible place to say, do you want to live here, would actually work. They really don't.
Right.
It's like people see all the trash thrown around in that picture and they go, oh, I guess it's okay. Everybody else does it.
Exactly.
And it almost gives them that sense, just like with the litter prevention.
Sure.
But when we see people cleaning up stuff, it actually inspires us to follow that that example.
Yeah, keeping up with the Joneses mindset a little bit.
And you
here.
start
Yeah.
saying, oh, they're doing that. That must be the right thing to do.
Sure.
And it is. If you bend over and pick something up and throw it in the trash and someone sees you do that, they're more likely to feel like they should do that too.
Well, and it's part of the begats and the evolution of it. It's
we're heard.
well, it's just something like we know, for instance, when the mayor, one of his big platforms is, and has continued since he's been mayor, has been derelict buildings and things. It's the same philosophy.
Right.
If you see derelict, abandoned buildings, that draws and brings nefarious elements because people that want to do things off the radar go to places that aren't on the radar to do these things.
Right.
And littering's the same way.
Litter seems to attract that.
If you've got a neighbor that's full of trash and things, guess what? Your property values are down. People aren't going to move there.
You're absolutely
right. You're telling people, stay away from my area. That's basically what you're saying.
Right.
And,
it's not a good place to be.
And exactly. And so with minimal effort on us, this is, put it this way. You don't want to get to a point where you got a government of any entity mandating you do this, this, and this.
Right.
We as adults are well capable thinking people that are very capable of living and managing our lives. And we may not all agree exactly on how that's done, but we certainly don't want someone else telling us exactly how to do that. So guess what? We've got to step up as citizens of this country and be responsible.
Right.
You don't want to be told what to do? Fine. Then know what you're supposed to do and do it.
Right. Right. If you listen, do you know what? It's like, they often laugh. Have you ever seen some of those rules, those placards or rules, and it'll say, no, are these, you get this list that you sign for something and there's all these rules on it and you're going, my gosh, are some of those laws?
Yeah.
When you read some of those crazy laws, you think, somebody had to have done this for them to have had to make a rule.
Exactly.
Why would you make a law that you can't do some of these outrageous things unless someone did that outrageous thing?
There was something that made logical sense to somebody at one time when that came out.
It's like I'm thinking, why would they need that rule? Well, obviously because somebody was doing that.
Well, you always hear the ones with horses, putting horses in different places. He's like, somebody did it apparently.
So yes, if we will choose to do things that are right in the way we take care of our environment, our neighborhood, our community, if we do those things voluntarily and we set that role, others follow.
Absolutely.
And it makes a huge impact. It's just like they talk about, how many straws or how many plastic bags, like you say, that they'll do cleanups in areas and they'll come in literally. In fact, I'm just waiting to get the numbers. We did a community cleanup last Saturday, fall cleanup. We had 48 people came out. It was great. McDonald's gave us breakfast burritos. Hispano Chamber helped us. El Toro Bravo. It was great. And Excel gave us light bulbs. It was wonderful. As we had all this free stuff we gave away. I'm waiting to hear how much trash we collected.
Good.
Because they took it and weighed it at the dump. So I'm waiting to hear back how many pounds it weighed. But we were shocked by some of the things people had thrown away. But when we clean that up, it's like that whole effort will make an impact because that little bit, that it's like when you throw that little bit away, it piles up.
Sure.
When you don't throw it away, it makes a huge impact collaboratively and corporately.
Absolutely.
And by the time you put it all together.
We're running short on time, but I want to put a quick caveat on that too, is I would ask this of our volunteer groups and things. If you're going out and doing these awesome things, love it, appreciate it. But here's the thing, we need to follow up because especially if you go to an area that's notoriously just a place where people dump trash and you clean it up, you're going to have to keep going back and clean it up because people, until you break the cycle of people just knowing to dump stuff there, they're going to keep doing it. So you're going to have to keep cleaning it up. Unfortunately,
repeated effort will make an impact.
And that's the only way, because one piece of trash is going to, like Kathy was saying earlier, it's back. And they start bringing their garbage over there, and that's not what we want.
Right.
So,
right.
And so make that conscious. All right, we're going to keep it clean, and don't let it. And then, like you said, let that mindset set in. That
Absolutely,
that's not a place to be doing this kind
Absolutely. of stuff. For last hit Fall Festival, Candy Visitor Center, their hours are Monday through Saturday, 9 to 4.
Okay.
And then Sunday, 11 to 4.
Okay.
And if for some reason you can't drop it off during those hours and you want to donate candy, you can call me.
Okay.
I'm Kathy Lay, and my phone number is 575-500-0395.
Very good. You can call that number now.
Yep.
And I'll tell you this. If you want to bring candy here, And earmark it, because I'm taking.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Bring candy by here, and you say, give it to the sheriff, give it to Kathy.
That'll be fine.
I'll hand it here and make sure it gets to the right people.
He'll call us.
I will, because I'm helping.
He'll only take a small percentage, right? Just a couple of candy bars. I'm kidding.
I got
I'm
a
kidding.
2 candy bar finder's fee. That's it. Papa got to eat too. Just kidding.
It's like when the kids come in with their candy bag and the parents go through it. And we just got to check, see if it's safe. Yeah,
that
right.
looks tainted. I better
eat that one for you.
Has anybody ever in the history of that found a tainted piece of candy?
I don't think so.
The only ones are like the homemade ones.
Yeah,
I don't even know if that's a rule. I remember back in the day, because someone would make candy apples, and it's a great, wonderful thing, but no parent's going to let your kid eat it because you don't
not
know.
Anymore.
Even back 20 years ago, or 30 years ago,
it was it
wasn't like that
years
either.
and years and years ago. If you went to a friend's house, you could do it. But even when I was a kid, it had to be wrapped and sealed, and they checked it.
I got a feeling there was some weird fear of razor blades back in the 70s and 80s.
Razor blades, needles.
Yeah, because I heard more people. There
stuff.
could be razor blades. And I'm like, who's these people throwing razor blades and all these things? Who are these people? No one's doing this. They're all just trying to steal our stuff.
It's just our parents wanted to get through.
That's exactly what it was. I know that. I smell it now. I know what's going on.
Now you're the parent on the other side.
Razor blades cost a lot of money. Who's going to be doing that?
Well, go to the Fall Festival. There will be no razor blades.
And all free of charge.
All free of charge.
Thank you, Kathy,
Thank
as always.
you, Mike. It's so good to see you.
Anytime. Love to have you. And we'll see you more often here now.
Will be
We'll
here.
get people here and we'll talk things about.
We'll talk about other stuff.
We got there's more on the horizon.
Very much more, and a lot of programs I didn't even touch on.
Yeah. So
we'll have time.
Yeah.
Later.
Very good. Well, thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
All right. It is 8:54. How much time?
Dexter, no problems. Add Tucumcari 50-0. This is a weird score. Jowl wipes out Hagerman 60-6. You would have thought that would have been closer based upon earlier scores. And Gateway Christian 6-man football opening round of the playoffs. 53-0 over Elida. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell Talk FM 106.5.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander. For the first time in 8 months, the global shortage of computer chips won't force General Motors to close any North American factories. The company said Friday that starting November 1st, all plants that had been closed on and off because of the shortage will be rolling out new vehicles. The nation's largest automaker and the rest of the global auto industry have been sporadically shutting down plants since late last year due to the semiconductor shortage. American Express saw its profits surge last quarter by 70%, the company said Friday, as Americans and companies pulled out their cards to start traveling, dining out, and entertaining, as they had done before the pandemic. On Wall Street, the Dow up 74 points to close at 35,677, the Nasdaq down 125 to 15,090, and the S&P 500 down 4 points to 4,544. With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
What a great time of year this is. Leaves are changing, pecans are falling, and that feeling of autumn is in the air. Along with the change of seasons, your friends at the Tailgate Nation, Roswell Ford, suggested it may be time for a change of vehicles. And at Roswell Ford, there's no shortage of good, clean, late model cars and trucks that will serve your family for many years. For instance, right now, Roswell Ford has a beautiful 2020 Ford F-150 Lariat Crew Cab 4x4 with only 26,000 miles, and it's only $54,980. Oh, and here's a great deal on an SUV, a 2018 Ford Explorer XLT with less than 42,000 miles for just $28,980. They'll go fast, so you better hurry. Remember, Roswell Ford backs up all their pre-owned vehicles with a 3-day money-back guarantee, so you don't have to worry about making a mistake. And if you have a lightly used car or truck, Roswell Ford wants to see it. You'll probably be surprised how much it's worth. Whether you're thinking of buying or thinking of selling, come see us at Roswell Ford, the Tailgate Nation.
Mays Lumber has all the hard-to-find hardwood you've been looking for. Oak, cherry, walnut, poplar, and maple. Plus, hard-to-find exotic woods like purple heart, zebra wood, ambrosia maple, black limba, and bloodwood. Perfect for that one-of-a-kind gift piece or table. Get ready with Formica and Wilson Art countertops in 12-footer custom length with installation available. Make it happen at Mays Lumber, 115 South Virginia in Roswell, serving southeastern New Mexico and beyond since 1934.
This is Renee.
Happy to be here.
She's not some influencer. She's more of a groundbreaker, turning her 4-acre lot into a little slice of heaven behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Renee runs with us Because the most important job is the next one.
That's all I got.
Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear Renee's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Your home for Coast to Coast AM in Roswell, 106.5, Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico.
And good morning. Closing in on 8 o'clock. Town Hall News coming up next. Stay tuned. Next hour, we'll have the folks from Kiwanis Club of Roswell talking about their big fundraising event on November 6th, raising money for the all-inclusive park, partnered up with the Roswell Community Little Theater, too. So we'll talk more about that next hour. Also, big shout-out to the Goddard Rocket football team Friday. Didn't get the win on the football field, but we'll talk more later.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. The White House and congressional Democrats still hammering out a deal on a massive social and climate spending bill.
Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia has been pivotal in the negotiations, given his more conservative approach to the size and scope of the package. But he appears to be on board with White House proposals for new taxes on billionaires and certain corporations. Manchin spent part of Sunday at the president's Delaware home hashing out details and trying to resolve disputes among Democratic lawmakers. Greg Clugston, Washington.
The Pacific Northwest has been pummeled by violent weather, bringing flooding rains, mudslides, power outages. The National Weather Service's Sierra Littlefield says record rainfall causing lots of trouble in Northern California.
We've seen lots of drainage problems leading to flooding concerns, and just large volumes of water. So some of our creeks are in monitor stage, or they will be in the near future.
Parts of the country's midsection cleaning up after suspected tornadoes touched down, while the Northeast getting ready for at least one nor'easter expected as soon as tomorrow. China going younger with the COVID-19 vaccine.
At least 5 local governments have already announced vaccine requirements for children aged between 3 to 11 years old. In a country where 76% of its population are vaccinated, China is taking protection against COVID-19 outbreaks very seriously. The government is particularly concerned about a possible spread of the Delta variant by travelers as the country approaches the Beijing Olympics in February.
And that's correspondent Karen Chamis. Watching Wall Street this morning, stocks have been bouncing between small gains and modest losses. Right now, they're in positive territory. The Dow is up 42 points. The NASDAQ Composite Index ahead 43, and the S&P is up 7 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Why are cash-out refinances such a big deal right now? Uncle Ryan tries to teach me something.
I really feel like right now might be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I've been doing this for 18 years now, and I've just never seen a market where the rates are so low and values across the country have skyrocketed as much as they have. That combination, I remember one couple in particular, they were looking to do some home improvements at the house, but they were worried about their payments going up. Well, with rates being so low and them building up so much equity in the home over the last few years, we were able to get them the cash out for those home improvements, and their payments actually went down a little bit. Every single situation is different, but it does happen more often than you think. So it definitely does not hurt to call.
We are United Faith Mortgage.
United Faith Mortgage is a DBA of United Mortgage Corp. 25 Melville Park Road, Melville, New York. Licensed mortgage banker. For all licensing information, go to nmlsconsumeraccess.org. Corporate NMLS number 1330. Equal housing lender. Licensed in Alaska, Hawaii, Georgia, Massachusetts, North Dakota, South Dakota, or Utah.
Amnesty International will shut its offices in Hong Kong over that national security law imposed by China. The BBC's Danny Vincent in Hong Kong.
The human rights watchdog said that the decision to close its offices by the end of the year was driven by fears relating to the national security law. Critics say that the city has been transformed by a wide-ranging law which punishes dissent. More than 35 groups have disbanded since the start of the year, and more than 150 people have been arrested under the new law. Amnesty has been operating in Hong Kong for 40 years. In a statement, it said it had concerns over the safety of its staff in the city.
A closely watched survey of German business optimism declining for a fourth month in a row, underlining concern about the impact on Europe's largest economy, sharply higher energy prices, and stubborn bottlenecks in supplies of raw materials and parts. News and analysis at townhall.com. There's no end to the misery in Haiti.
The capital city of Port-au-Prince has been hit hard by fuel shortages and gang violence. More than 2 weeks of fuel deliveries interrupted by gang blockades and abductions of fuel truck drivers, now driving residents to a desperate search for gasoline. It is, of course, widely used to run the generators needed to compensate for the country's unreliable electrical system. Some gangs have reportedly been demanding extortion payments to allow fuel trucks to make their deliveries. Jason Walker reporting.
A military coup has derailed Sudan's tentative embrace of democracy. The military has seized power, dissolving the transitional government hours after troops arrested the acting prime minister and other officials of the Sudanese government. Yet on Wall Street, the Dow is up 42 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
Deuces.
Mornings with Mike Winters right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Monday, everybody.
Yeah.
Hope it's a good one for you. So, I'm sure you've heard the story by now, but if you hadn't, I was teasing it just at the end of the hour, and quite frankly, I ran out of time to really dive into the story. But Friday night, our Goddard Rocket football team traveled to Alamogordo to take on the Bulldogs in Artesia Friday night. Unfortunately, the game wasn't the outcome that they wanted.
Right.
However, on the way to Artesia, here in town, over by the bowling alley, there was a car accident, a rollover accident.
Oh, wow.
And the bus was there. I guess the bus, they were there at the intersection or in the area when the accident occurred.
Holy
over by
moly.
the bowling alley. And Coach White, head coach of the Goddard Rockets, the bus pulled over there. He first got out and was talking with the driver, and appeared that, he's communicating with him. His injuries didn't appear to be his head or neck.
Sure.
And then it went into respond. But he did a story with J.P. Murrieta, who's for the NMAA. And so I'm pulling this from that story. But Coach White said the vehicle ran a red light and hit another car. It was bad, according to Coach. One of the vehicles turned over a couple of times and was on its top. Wow. White said he and the bus driver watched the accident unfold, and then Coach said, I jumped out of the bus and ran to the vehicle that was upside down. The driver was trapped, but could communicate that he did not think that he had a neck or a back injury. At that point, 2 Goddard coaches, along with the bus driver and the athletic trainer, tried to lift the car enough to free the driver, but they weren't able to. Right. The team was on the bus watching this entire thing unfold, and then all of a sudden a couple of the players left their seats and from the back of the bus and jumped onto the scene to help move this car. Oh, wow. And then the rest of the team followed. And, you ain't going to stop a whole football team from flipping a car over. They're going to get it done. And the rest of the team followed, and the players were able to help flip the car so that the driver could safely get out of the vehicle. Coach White then said the athletic trainer, Andrew Aguilar, then rendered aid to the driver of the second vehicle after helping lift the other car off. And then, of course, I think by that time, emergency services are on the scene, and they were able to take over, and the Goddard football team hit back on the bus and then head to Artesia to play a football game. So big shout-out, tip of the cap, job well done by the entire Goddard Rockets coaching staff and football team. Friday night didn't end it the way you wanted to, but you know what? That
y'all got the big
right
win.
there.
Yeah,
That's by far going to be the memory, the lesson that these players and these coaches, walk away from this and just say, you know what, it's good to help people, and I hope we give a lot of spotlight on this. I would guess we're probably going to see our city and county probably do something to recognize the young men and coaches, and hope that they get a lot of good shine on this, because we need to in a world we live in today, people helping people, we need to shout from the rooftops when we have these incidents like that.
Yeah,
so
celebrate the good.
Congratulations on doing the right thing, being good stewards of our country and good human beings.
I just imagine Coach White afterwards was like, all right, now let's go ahead and stay warmed up like this.
Well, that's just it. They got to stay in that mindset. They got a football game to win,
before stretching or anything, that's the best warm-up you could have. Let's lift this car.
Yeah, I'm sure you got to think adrenaline's going 100 miles an hour. It's hard to, you know what I mean? It's that's a bit of a roller coaster for this team, and but I hope hopefully everyone involved in the accident not majorly hurt and everybody comes okay out of that.
Yeah.
But big thank you to the Goddard Rockets. And so when you see this team and everything, give them an attaboy and a job well done, and show them how much we appreciate the good work that they did for our community on Friday.
When the rest of the team showed up to the car, did they just lift it easily, or I mean, like all in one motion? Or
I didn't ask or see the actual.
Do you think that they had to rock it?
Yeah, standing. Oh, sorry, I'm with Def Leppard. Rock it, baby. Yeah. But yeah, that's awesome. So
really is.
Give them an attaboy. Hey, you see these kids in uniform, they get I don't know, they still wear the jerseys on Friday, or is that
I think so, yeah.
They're getting lunch or something. Give them lunch. Come up tab.
There you go.
Give them a good attaboy. But let me give you a rundown of what's happening this hour of the show. We're going to get you up to date with the weather here in just a few. Nothing too exciting. It's fine fall weather.
It's weather.
Yeah. Although we are getting some wind tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to kind of stink. I ain't going to lie. It's going to be windy.
Stinky wind.
Stinky wind.
That's Artesia.
Hot blowing dust.
Hot, dusty wind in your face.
That's right.
Enjoy.
So we'll get you up to date with that. Then here about quarter after or so, a little after, we're going to have the folks from the Kiwanis Club of Roswell. I believe Barbara Gomez and Doug Austin are here. And we're going to chit-chat about their big fundraising event. It's actually a weekend of events on November 6th. They're going to be doing the big golf ball drop. And then that night and that afternoon, it's a 2-show. They're having the big music of Simon and Garfunkel, Swearingen and Kelly, performing at the Roswell Community Little Theater. We'll talk about that show where you can get tickets. It's a little different, this show, than typical shows at the Community Little Theater, because this is reserved seating show.
Right.
Generally, it's an open seating concerts and shows at the Community Little Theater. This time, it's reserved seating. They got VIP seating. Accoutrement and swag for being a VIP. All of this is a fundraising event for both the Kiwanis Club and the Roswell Community Little Theater. Kiwanis Club using the funds to go towards the all-inclusive park that they've started and working with the city on getting going and getting coming to fruition.
Yep.
The Roswell Community Little Theater will use it to pay for the roof that will be over your head when you're watching the concert on Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So we'll talk more about that with Barbara and Doug here in just a few. Later on, we'll get you up to date with the local news, along with your town hall business update and whatever else we can come up with for this hour of the show. Told you, there's a lot this weekend.
Yeah,
I didn't even get to finish talking all about it yet last hour, so I had to get. And then I was like, oh, I didn't even get a chance to talk about the awesome Goddard kids.
I didn't even hear about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm surprised you missed that one. It was kind of all over Facebook and everything on
laid low
Friday
this
and the
weekend.
weekend. Yeah, well, I hear you. I too like to lay in the low. It is 8:14. Let's go ahead and take a look at that boring weather that's going to stink because it's going to be windy tomorrow. Here it is.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have a cold front on the way and some very gusty wind and cooler temperatures coming up by tomorrow and Wednesday. Sunshine and warm today will be in the upper 80s. Overnight looks clear down to a low of about 50, and then a very windy day tomorrow with gusts up to 45 miles per hour, blowing dust, sunshine, and our high in the low 80s will be in the 70s by Wednesday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 54 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 42%. Winds are calm at the moment, but that will change tomorrow. Today, not so much. Sunny skies, warm today. Highs not quite 90, but near it, 89. So in reality, it'll be probably 90. Northwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. For tonight, mostly clear. Looking at an overnight low of 53 degrees with south winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. And then there's Tuesday. Temperature-wise, nothing to complain about. Sunny and 83. But the part to complain about will be the wind. Will be windy tomorrow. South winds in the morning 5 to 15 miles per hour. Picking up tomorrow afternoon 20 to 25. Gusting as high as 45 miles per hour. So expect to see some patchy blowing dust tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow night, the patchy blowing dust continues in the early evening hours, otherwise mostly clear. Expect an overnight low of 49 degrees. Winds will continue out of the northwest, 25 to 30, gusting as high as 40 miles per hour. They will drop down 15 to 20 after midnight. Wednesday, sunny with a high of 74. Northwest winds still up 15 to 20 miles per hour. Thursday, sunny, high of 74. Friday, back up, 75, and then we'll be back into the low 80s on Saturday, 82, and then near 80, 79 officially on Sunday. Hey, Plateau, have you heard about or taken advantage of their smart home Wi-Fi with Plateau? You can have the ultimate Wi-Fi experience, fiber-to-home technology that's 100 times faster than the average household internet speed. And they've got different levels and options for you to choose from at different prices. It's very fast and true 100 meg internet, upload, download speed consistent. Or you can get the faster internet where you get true 500 meg upload and download speed. And that's consistent. A lot of times with some of these others, they'll promise 50 or 100 meg up, but the down is like 2. So it's that upload download's big. And you really notice that if you like to do upload things. And what I mean by that is if you like to make music or videos or things like that, and you like to put it on the web, that's where you use the upload speed. When you're watching your Netflix and all that, that's download. But when you're trying to put content on the internet, that's all your upload speed. And so people, they're like, oh man, I got download up. Yeah, but your upload's like 3. So that's why it's taking forever you to get that onto the internet. Not with fiber. It's consistent both ways. And if that's not even fast enough, they've got their fastest where that gets you 16 gig. That's lightning fast of upload and download speed. Expand your home Wi-Fi coverage with Plateau's smart home Wi-Fi. Find the plan that fits your family from Plateau. Learn more at plateaufiber.com. That's plateaufiber.com. Plateau, tried, true, trusted. Try it today. All right, it is 8:18. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll talk to the folks from Kiwanis Club of Roswell, chit-chat all about the November 6th weekend and all the fundraising and stuff they got going on. Don't go away.
Christmas came early at Richland Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. A huge inventory has finally arrived at the dealership. Every type of Ram truck you've been waiting for. 2500s, 3500s, even some 4500s. Been looking for a new Dodge Charger or Challenger? They've got them at Richland. And don't go far looking for a new Jeep, Wranglers, Cherokees, Gladiators, even some work vans. It's like Christmas came early. But hurry, these will go fast. Richland on Southeast Main in Roswell.
You don't want to bring your car to just anyone. You want to bring it to someone you know. Someone who will tell it to you straight, and someone you trust to do a quality job because they care about you. You want to bring it to Big O Tires. We're locally owned, which means we're your neighbors. And neighbors help neighbors whenever they can. Right now, save $100 instantly on select sets of 4 Big O brand tires. When you need to bring your car to someone, bring it to your neighbors at Big O Tires. Because we love giving our neighbors a great deal. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation charges extra. Required on all 4 tires. Not valid with other offers. Eligibility may vary. Disposal fees extra and up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price not to exceed $35 where permitted. See store for details.
The pandemic hurt small businesses all over New Mexico, even yours. And rebuilding your business is really tough. The state of New Mexico designed the Business Recovery Grant Program to help pay your business rent, lease, or mortgage payments. The average award is $50,000 and does not need to be paid back. As a business owner, you are dealing with a whole new set of challenges. Visit nmfinance.com/recovery to apply now so you can free up your cash and focus on your great comeback.
Machine inventory is tight. Don't wait until next year to start looking to purchase a new Kubota from Amigo Machinery. Just because it's not on the lot doesn't mean it's not available. We're selling them right off the truck. Right now, get low-rate, long-term financing and a new Kubota. And now take advantage of Section 179 tax deduction. See Tax Advisor for details. Learn more at KubotaUSA.com. Don't miss out on year-end savings. Visit Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street, Roswell.
So you think drinking alcohol can't hurt you? It'll mess you up big time. Say adios to large chunks of your brain. Major damage is already being done. Other parts of your body are getting wrecked too. Forget about sports, forget about school, forget about doing much of anything. Underage drinking freaks out your body, messes up your life.
Sponsored by the NMDOT.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. More than 50% of Americans fall asleep on their sides. That's way better than falling asleep on someone else's side. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 21 minutes after 8 o'clock. And joining us in studio this morning from Kiwanis Club here of Roswell, Barbara Gomez and Doug Austin back with us. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. How y'all doing today?
Good.
It's a Monday.
Good.
And I told Mike I'm not a morning person. I told Doug I'm not a morning person here. So it's like.
I'm not either, but they keep putting my stupid morning show on in the mornings. It makes me mad.
I don't know. They need to change the name to something else, right?
Yeah.
Afternoons with Mike.
Right? You thought maybe, we lost Rush. And I was like, well, maybe there's a chance. No.
Mm-hmm. You didn't get the afternoon slot?
I didn't get the gig. Sorry. So I'm here in the mornings. First off, before we talk about everything, how's Lori doing? I know she had her hip surgery.
She sounds like she's doing so much better.
Good.
Was ready to head home. So I don't know. I haven't spoken to her, just seen texts going back and forth. So it sounds like it's a lot better than before.
Yeah,
so
it was a week or two last time she was on. I think she was about to go into that like days later or something like that. And she was giving us the update there. So.
She was ready to go home the day she had the surgery, and everybody's like, no, you need to slow down.
Well, I expect a dance from her on November 6th.
Yes, so do we, right, Doug?
She can dance right now better than you can. So
well, that ain't saying much. I just see my dancing skills.
She can tap better.
I'm a talker, not a dancer. But yes, Kiwanis Club of Roswell, you're big project that
we
you guys
have a big project.
This is something that really has been in the works for a couple of years now, and this is the year where we're starting to see the real nuts and bolts come together of this goal. So the Kiwanis Club of Roswell, they've really been the ones that have spearheaded the all-inclusive park, which I think almost everyone's kind of heard about now. Yes. If you're not familiar or the term confuses you, it is a park for kids, just like any other park on the planet. It's a park. When you drive by, you're like, oh, there's a park. You're like, that's a park. It's just a park. The only difference between this park and some of what you would think of as a traditional park with a playground is this park playground will have equipment that all kids can play on. but the equipment and things have been geared so if there's kids that are on the spectrum, and generally kids, and it depends on the severity of the spectrum, it's different in every child. So, but generally speaking, what's at typically at playgrounds are things that can trigger what can be episodes in folks on the spectrum, whether it's things that they don't, or it's just it doesn't mesh with how their brain works, and so these parks are designed to kind of incorporate so there's activities and things for kids on the spectrum. They can play and be just as part of it, but then again, kids that aren't on the spectrum can equally play in there and they don't lose any enjoyment either. So hence the term all-inclusive park. So that's what it is. I know people get, in the world we live in, everyone gets defensive. Like, how are you going to exclude my kid from something? No. This is complete opposite of that.
No, we would include everybody. And you're right, Mike. The equipment, we've been working with Krista, with the Autism Society here in Roswell, and of course with the city, and Jim. And so they put together kind of a wish list, I guess you can call it, of items they'd like to see in the park. And right now we're in that process of saying, she's saying, we'd really like this. This is a 1. This is a 3. This is, just kind of letting us know what they want. But
the science behind what should go on here and what shouldn't.
And I understand that we would be only the second all-inclusive park in New Mexico. There's one in Rio Rancho.
Okay.
And I believe that they're building one possibly in Farmington or something like that.
Good.
I don't know all the details about it.
Well, the idea is hopefully in every community's got them. You throw a rock, pardon the pun, you throw a rock and hit an all-inclusive park in your town. That'd be the idea.
That would be great. Because, some of the things are for kids with autism, but there's also, we're hoping, is if we get enough money, we're hoping to have things that are like swings where you can roll a wheelchair in.
Okay.
And so it's not just for kids with autism, but for kids with other disabilities that may need a little extra help.
Sure.
Places where moms can swing with kids or do something together. Some sound places, some a sensory garden. So we're really excited about what's coming up. And now, like you said, it's beginning. We did have a site celebration recently.
Yeah.
And this will be, in my mind, the first of many celebrations because it's not a groundbreaking. It was, but not really.
Sure.
It's a site selection.
Yeah, it's a dedication of the space
that where it's going to be. Space, yeah.
And it's going to be a great space. I mean, out where it's out, kind of back there behind the pool, is there's a lot of territory there.
And that area is I don't know, on purpose, like I guess part of the master plan. So yes, that's kind of our recreation area. Obviously, with the aquatic center there, game and fish over in that ballpark. The Cielo Grande park area is all in that ballpark area. The all-inclusive park will be just
and
another
a ballpark,
neighbor
I
in the
guess, kind of behind there as well.
Just
so
another perfect neighbor in the neighborhood there. Exactly.
We're always good neighbors. Have you not met us?
And they surround themselves with food. We can't complain about that.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But we've got a couple fundraising events that are coming up November 6th weekend.
We do.
One's the concert we've talked about here. But before we get to the concert, let's talk a little bit about the golf ball drop.
Okay.
This is a fun event that really, if you love helping, but you're like, I don't have a lot of time. The golf ball is the perfect one because you just got to buy golf balls and they'll take care of the rest.
It is, and this is not an original idea.
Sure. Although you guys have made it, you've adjusted, because generally the rules on a golf ball drop are a little different where it's more favored the organization. And what I mean by that is the concept is they drop a bunch of golf balls. If your golf ball is closest to the target, you win the cash. But generally speaking, what happens is you got to be on the target to win it, and if you don't, then nobody gets the cash. If nobody's on this one, it's closest to, so somebody's going to make some money this weekend. So that's kind of the difference.
We're going to rule out. So we've got 1,000 balls that we're going to drop, and those that haven't sold, which I hope are few, those are instantly ruled out. So if we didn't sell 987,
those balls
and it's right next to the hole, and number 7 is next to that one, then number 7 is going to win the first prize, and we'll just go first 6 prizes kind of out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So and it's pretty cool. If you've never seen it, the city brings out a fire truck, and they won't let me on the fire truck, which I'm a little disturbed by. But they get up the top of the fire truck, drop the 1,000 balls, and of course, balls do what balls do, and they go all over the place. And then we get down there, and a couple of us. And
do they do it on the golf course, or do they do
it? They'll park the ladder truck kind of there behind Sallyport.
Okay.
And then they reach it over, and you've got where the hole is.
So the truck doesn't have to go and tear up the grass and make everybody at the golf course mad. Yeah.
And
they frown upon
you.
You think they get mad at you when you drive a golf cart on the green? Wait till you drive a fire truck on anywhere on the golf course. They're not going to be happy.
Wow, they're not too many fires on a golf course, I don't think.
I would hope not. But you still got time to get a golf ball. What's the cost for folks to purchase a golf ball?
Okay, well, we're going to do the drop Saturday, November 6th.
Okay.
And price is $10.
All right.
And here are the prizes. I think we've got great prizes.
These are pretty sweet swag you got going on.
So first prize, $600. Second prize, $400. Straight up cash. And what would be really cool is if somebody won $600 and gave it back to the park. That'd be awesome.
That would be.
That would be nice.
Third prize is a $250 gift certificate to Roswell Tire. So you can buy tires,
Nice.
get a brake
Get some
job,
tires,
dishwasher.
yeah, get some work.
The fourth prize is $250 from LGS Guns.
All right. Get your firearm or some accessories.
That's right. And then fifth is a $100 gift card from Target, and sixth prize is a $50 Cattle Baron gift card.
Nice.
So I mean,
Very
those
nice.
are those are good prizes for $10.
I could eat the whole 50 myself at Cattle Baron, by the way.
Right.
we had Sunday lunch there, and it was 3 for way more than 50. So,
Well, I'm just saying,
Maybe I'll
personally
throw
can
in-
eat
Personally.
$50 worth of food at Cattle Baron. I'm going to be hurting, but I can do it. You might have to push me out and roll me down the street, but I can kill
can do it.
$50 worth of food myself.
that's just one big steak. So now, one of our big sponsors, and the one who is sponsoring all of the cash prizes, is Crumlin Auto, and so we
Awesome.
want
A
to
big
thank
thank you
them
to
for
them.
all the work they've done, and Mr. Crumlin is a great supporter of things that we've done within Kiwanis.
Yeah.
And I know he supports a lot of stuff within our community. So
And a big golfer, too.
yeah, and he loves golf.
Oh, yeah.
So, but that's what we got.
Awesome. So
And
that's
so- and-
now that'll be happening Saturday morning on November 6th, but that's just starting the day off because that's also concert day, and there'll be a concert, actually two a matinee and an evening performance of Swearingen and Kelly. They are a Simon and Garfunkel. I don't know if tribute band's the right.
I don't know
term,
either if
'cause,
that's what do they call it on there?
They call it the
just
music
says
of Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh, that's
all
what
they
they
say
call it,
on
okay.
here. But they do. I don't think they're as combative as Simon and Garfunkel. I don't think they do
Is
that.
anybody as combative?
they don't recreate that part of Simon and Garfunkel. Just the part where we know. And here's the thing, youngins. Because you're going to be like, Simon and Garfunkel, what's that, my grandparents' song? You know, I know you make fun of us old people. Odds are pretty good. Whatever you're into, either Simon and Garfunkel had an influence on it, or the people, their music influenced so much. And so, I mean, you think of like folk music and that style, that's kind of, you know, they kind of cross that genre, but that's kind of their wheelhouse is that area. But that influence into so many rock and other cultures, that is, you know, the roots right here with Simon and Garfunkel.
But you know, we got a lot of youth out there that are really actually listening to a lot of what I consider our music.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my sons and even
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, really.
Some of them.
Some of them.
What?
Where they're saying, did you listen to this?
Uh-huh.
Where were you when this was happening? This is really cool stuff. You know, I'm
Yeah.
listening to Pink Floyd or listening to Led Zeppelin or whatever, and you're going, well, no, I didn't listen to that. I was listening to the Monkees. I wasn't that cool, okay?
Hey, monkeys are big. you
Yeah,
know?
they were big once upon a time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. And you know what? Lori has done an awesome job. You know, Doug is leading the golf ball drop, and Lori is leading
The entertainment
side that evening. So we're going to do it all in one day.
Yeah. Now the show there's a 2 p.m. matinee and then a 7:30 evening show.
Yes.
Both performances will be at the Roswell Community Little Theater. This is a partnership with them. So
Yes.
the concert, half the proceeds go to the Kiwanis for the all-inclusive park. The other half go to the Community Little Theater, which they got to pay for that roof that'll be above your head.
Yeah.
That's right.
They bought that building years ago and maintain it. They do an amazing job of keeping that. But guess what? Maintaining an old building is kind of expensive. And when you need things like a roof, and then, oh, by the way, you stick them in COVID where they can't do shows and things to raise money.
Yeah.
And here we sit. So come out to this concert. It's going to be a great show. And you know what? You were talking about the music earlier. You know, one thing I got to tell this joke because I saw it on there. It was funny. It's, you know how they see on YouTube, they've got a lot of these videos of young people seeing like Elvis or Metallica or the Beatles or something for the first time. And they're like, oh, you know, and they get blown away by that. One guy was watching Kanye West do a song, and he was redoing it was a Paul McCartney song. And the kid got on it and goes, I don't know, but Jay-Z's going to blow up this Paul McCartney dude. I'm like, Yeah, you need to learn.
You need to learn.
Paul
something.
McCartney's about 300 times more famous than Jay-Z, my friend.
Yeah. But you know what's really kind of interesting, what I've seen on YouTube, is some of those little kids that are playing the guitar that are like 12, 10, 11, and 12. And they're playing these oldie songs. I'm not talking oldies like oldies,
Well, they're playing stuff like
1950.
they're playing Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Yeah.
And they're amazing.
And they're
yeah.
to them it's new, and you're like, well, I'm glad you love it, but it's been around a year or two.
That's right.
But so come on out. So bring the family, bring the youngins, show expose them to some Simon and Garfunkel while mom and dad are like jamming out to their songs of their favorite and all that good stuff. It's
Well,
like
and
making a
I've
concert.
watched some of their YouTube stuff, and they are really talented.
Yeah,
I mean, if you closed your eyes, and my dad used to play Simon and Garfunkel all the time when I was a little kid.
Yeah,
and if I closed my eyes just watching them on YouTube, their sound is, in some ways, their voices are smoother.
Sure.
Than Simon and
Well,
Garfunkel.
it's a male and female,
it's a male and
so
female.
they're not going to sound exactly like them unless she's really a good at ventriloquism or some kind of.
Yeah, but she hits the right notes.
Yeah.
And
She's got the right tone.
Yeah,
And it's
she's way
very-
easier to look at than either Simon or Garfunkel. Let's just be honest.
That's a fair statement.
And you can
Then
pick,
or now.
Although, I'm sure some ladies going, I will fight Doug on that one. Simon and Garfunkel were handsome lads.
okay.
Hey, to each their own.
That's right. That's right. And you know what? The other fun part about this is we are going to have a silent auction. And I'm telling you what,
Yes.
Lori has been out there hustling. We've got some of the coolest things. As a matter of fact, sitting in my trunk right now is a painting of David Bowie. Is it? There's somebody.
David Bowie?
Yeah.
The singer?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But there's all kinds of stuff. She's got paintings, and she's got pottery and lessons, piano lessons, all kinds of fun stuff that she's gone out and asked people for. And all of that will help the Kiwanis as well, and you can come out and bid on them.
Sure.
And so we'll have the 2 shows. She'll be bidding, I'm sure, on both the shows. But if you think, I'd like to do a little bit more and I want to make it a little bit more interesting than just going to do this, you can buy a VIP ticket.
Yes.
And that is really going to be cool.
Yeah, they've got designated seating, special, which is not in the front row, by the way. It's near there, but it's
Apparently the front rows are not the best, is what I
not
hear.
for concerts, I don't think.
Yeah, because they get to
you're
sit with your head looking up the whole time.
But like you said, there's reserved seating. It's $28. If you go to roswelltheater.com, make sure you spell theater like live theater, THEATRE. You can get tickets there. $28 for reserved seating. Get you the earlier you get your tickets, the better selection your seat will be. But if you want to do the VIP, that's just $40. You get special reserve seating. You get a meet and greet with Swearingen and Kelly before the concert. Plus, I think there's swag and
we are going to
kinds
have
of
something that we're
accoutrements.
calling the Taste of Roswell. So a number of restaurants here in Roswell are providing us with some appetizers, so you get to try out maybe some new things from like Bewitches.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, some of that new stuff. Peppers and just different areas that have just said, we'll provide something for you, Portofinos. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if I'm even allowed to say this or what, but I'm just going to tease a little bit. I heard Bewitches might show up on a television show next year.
I have heard that as well.
Along with a couple other places.
I have heard of that.
Some barbecue maybe, and a couple of
we will have barbecue too. Probably.
Mexican, upscale Mexican places.
We got a great food scene in this town.
we do. But they
and you're
might
going to
end
get
up
a
on
taste
TV.
of it
at
the concert.
So get the and I don't care. This is something I want to teach people. If you get weird things to try them. That's the time you do that. That's the time you push the envelope a little bit.
Just
you
try a
always
little
try
something.
things. Hey, it's like I say cruise ships are the other ones. When you get on cruise ships and like all the meals are inclusive and you can order what you want and all that, when they got the weird thing, the frog legs or the snails or whatever out there, give it a try. If you don't like it, get something else. But push the envelope. I get it. It's a snail. You bug me. You eat it. Tastes like garlic and butter. Doesn't taste like anything bad. It really doesn't. And so if you get
neither do oysters, I don't think.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. So when you get to go to,
I wouldn't know.
They so if they got some stuff for you, like, hey, I want you to try something. This is something out of the comfort zone here. You're like, so like when you go to Antigua's, get you the octopus. It's not bad.
That's good.
Oh, I like
that. Tasty. It's very tasty. But anyway, sorry, I got on a.
I know. Get us talking about food. And we might have some desserts too, so we're excited about that. We're going to have a few desserts
so
there.
Come a little hungry. Come ready for some music.
And be a VIP.
Yes. Now, if you don't want to do online and you're not an internet person, you can call, I think this is Lori's number, direct, right?
That's Lori's number.
575-513-8119, and she'll help you get tickets and all that stuff. She'll help you with the golf ball. If any of the stuff that we're talking about, she'll get you signed up and everything. But you can, for the actual concert, if you go to RoswellTheater.com, you can get your tickets there. You can see the seating chart, pick your seats, do the whole deal, pay through there and everything else.
Right.
For the golf ball, what's the best way to get you a golf ball ticket or get a golf ball into that?
I kind of work about the middle of town, so probably just give me a call and I'll figure out how to get you a ticket. So my number is 575-317-3695.
Very good. And I know when he's not here, he's calling Country Club Road Church of Christ.
That's right.
So
that's where you'll pick up a ticket.
Come by there if you need any help, a ticket or spiritual. He's got you covered.
That's right.
That's right.
I do all kinds of stuff.
He's just like Lucy with the booth, and it says advice 5 cents right there. Doug, that's what he
I
does
wished I got to charge 5 cents. That'd be a better deal than I get right now. Now it's free, and sometimes I buy you the cup of coffee, so I'm out of luck.
Man, I say inflation right now. I think we need to shift it, make it 5 cents.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right.
But that way you can get the golf ball. Buy. You're not limited to just one. You can buy 100.
Right. Please do.
Stack the deck in your favor. Please
That's
do.
right.
That's the idea. So some of these 6 people are going to win prizes. Some great prizes, anywhere from cash to gift cards. Top prize again, $600, $400 per second. Gift cards for tires for third. Target for fourth.
Close.
And
So Roswell Tire and Appliance.
Roswell Tire.
LG Guns.
LGS, that's it. I missed it.
Larry's Gun Shop.
And then Target.
And then Target. I missed one in there. But
Well, you did good.
I was. But either way, it's swag,
Right.
and you're going to get great stuff. And again, all of the money from the golf ball drop goes towards the all-inclusive park. All the proceeds raised from the Simon and Garfunkel show, Swearingen and Kelly, half goes to the park, half goes to the Roswell Community Theater. All the money that you give us for golf balls and food and concerts and everything will go to help people in our community.
Right.
By the way, if you're not familiar, the Roswell Community Theater also hosts the Kids Arts Program, CAPS program. If you went out to the Historical Society and saw their living history event, or been out to Graveside Manor or any of their theater program for kids and all that, that's all part of the Community Little Theater umbrella. So when you're going out supporting
they're doing a lot.
them at the concert, you're also supporting that too. So it's a win-win for everybody.
And
go ahead. Sorry.
No, I
Barbara.
was just going to say, and $10 is not a lot to help out. A lot of people say, well, how much are the tickets? Well, $10 is not a lot, but if you feel like you can do a lot more than that, and you don't want to buy a ticket or something, you want to just sponsor. Let's say you want to sponsor a piece of playground equipment.
Sure.
Like now we actually have pictures and have prices on some of this equipment.
Okay.
So you can completely say, I'm going to sponsor that, that swing set or that teeter-totter or that part of the sensory part of the park. So we do have some brochures out. There's different levels. There's small levels, up to 100, but then there's others up to thousands of dollars.
Okay.
If you're a big company and you want your name out there, and I want to put out this challenge to other civic organizations. If you'd like to be a part of this, like your name out there somewhere,
absolutely,
you're more than welcome to call us, and we'll set you up with that as well.
Absolutely. Your goodwill will put it to good use.
I mean, it's for the community. Yeah. It is a Kiwanis sponsored park. I mean, it is part of us. It's part of Horizons Park, which is the all-inclusive park, but it's still for the community.
For those big businesses out there, think of it as an investment in your community.
Yeah.
If you want to attract the best candidates to your jobs, the best environment for your company to call home, these are the kind of things it takes to make that happen. So get involved. It's a great way to do it.
It's not just businesses. I was visiting with a grandpa of an autistic kid the other day, and he was saying, I'd like to do something to help your park.
That's awesome.
And the grandpa's not wealthy. He's not some big firm or anything.
But he sees the need.
That's right. He's watched his kids struggle to be able to go to a park. And
ask any parent of a child that's on the spectrum, and they will tell you how this ain't a luxury thing. This is something we as a community need, because these are kids that are missing out just because they're on the spectrum, and there's no reason for them to miss out. And that's why we need to get this going. And again, this is all part of what I think in science and we talk about healthcare in the world we're in today, and unfortunately, mental health is decades behind the rest of healthcare. It just
Yeah.
is. And it's just human history over time. We've spent more time, money, investment into physical health, and the mental health, we just kind of chalked it up to whatever. And now we're thinking maybe we shouldn't do that.
Maybe it had been shifted the other way.
So
you
the
know?
education we're gaining now, the strides we made in understanding, we say autism, but that doesn't fit the mold anymore, autism. That's why they say on the spectrum, because now science has said autism is a bit narrow for what we're talking about here. This is a bigger spread thing, and we need to understand more about that. And in the meantime, we need to build society and create things in society that creates amenities for people with these issues and things like that. And so it's just humanity learning, and we're learning, and we got to catch up. And so we as society are behind the curve on this, and we got. I've said this 100 times. We got to do a Susan G. Komen type situation with mental health now. We need to get the ribbons and have a big walk every year where gazillions of dollars are raised for this. And
I think they do already, don't they? Do they not have some kind of a walk
I'm sure,
out there?
but I think you need. I think there's
you want it on a bigger scale.
We need a bigger organization.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of little people trying to do little things, but they're all kind of fighting each other. And I think we all need to come together and say, and literally, like, I just take the Susan G. Komen game plan and follow that, and make it so everyone's wearing ribbons and the awareness is out there, and we're raising gazillions of dollars every year. And I guess what? I bet things like people on the spectrum and bipolar and all the things that we talk about, schizophrenia, all these things we're talking about, we'll see huge strides in those fields. I guarantee it. So, but anyway, I got on a soapbox.
That's good, though.
Come out.
That's good.
Buy a bunch of golf balls here. Come out and enjoy a great concert. Get the VIP experience and rub elbows with these folks and get some great food and swag. And again, come and help us and have fun. Have fun, but at the same time, let's make it so much money that they can make the park out of gold. I'm just kidding. They won't do that. But
we'll just add more swing sets.
But who knows? Maybe so much money is raised that it's like, you know what, we got enough to start park number 2 at the other end of town or wherever. That's
to make
where
it really awesome and get every single piece of equipment that the Autism Society would like out there.
Absolutely.
That would be awesome.
This is one of and let's face it, we live in a world now where finances and things, if you're relying on government services to do things, you're going to be waiting a while. That's always the case, but now more than ever in the world we live in. So if you want to see these kind of things in our community, guess what? We in the community are going to step up and do it. If you're waiting for a politician to set it up for you, you might be waiting a while. That's all I'm saying. It's the fabric of the world we live in right now. So.
Right.
Besides all my soapbox stuff, is there anything we missed or anything we wanted to make sure we got in there?
So you buy golf balls.
Buy golf balls. Buy lots
tickets,
of them.
Buy a swing if you want it.
You can.
And contact me if you're thinking you want to do something really big.
Yeah.
I have the brochures and I can get them out to you.
Okay.
We are going to, don't be surprised if you get something in the mail from us because we're getting ready to do a big push of asking for money from you. So look at it, think, what's the best I can do on this and help us out with it.
Absolutely.
Because, what we thought the cost of the park was going to be, as you were just saying, the prices have gone up. It's going to be a lot more, probably, $1 million more than we thought?
I guess. With
like
construction costs,
everything else.
Yes.
Yeah, like everything else.
Sure. And then just supply and demand, it's in and of itself is tricky. So when you do find it, it's 12 times the cost of what it normally would be. Yeah.
Well, and if you want to donate, we are running everything through our foundation.
Okay.
You give me $100 for the park, it's going to go to the foundation. It's going to go. That 100 is going straight from the foundation into the park.
Gotcha.
That's fully. You can write that off on your taxes.
Perfect.
So if you need a tax deduction
tax
coming
breaks.
into the year,
Hey, it's that time of the year now. See?
Absolutely.
what a perfect time to get $10,000 lighter or something.
November's next week. It's time to start thinking about that kind of stuff.
That's right.
So absolutely. And again, just come help. Come be a part of it. Come out and to be honest, I would imagine families on the spectrum and things reach out to the Kiwanis at their meetings and things and talk about.
Wow, I'm glad you brought that up.
Talk about hey, we're doing this. What's your input on this and what's your things on this? And this is a community effort. This is something that will not happen unless we as a community come together to do this.
And that's where the Autism Society has been so great. It's because they have all those connections with all of those parents who are trying to help, whether it's little kids or older kids in the midst of of dealing with the things they deal with.
Yeah,
and so they've been a great resource, and we're privileged to have them, or them have us. I don't know who has who. So
everybody's happy, everybody's involved, I think, on this one, because everyone knows there's a great need and it's time to address it.
That's right.
And do more than just talk about it. So it's great.
And you know, you're talking about come out and join the Kiwanis. We meet twice a month.
Yeah.
Now, we don't meet every single Tuesday, but we do meet twice a month. We'll be meeting tomorrow. And we meet at Cerritos, which have great Mexican food.
Absolutely.
You can come out and join us as one of our guests, and you get lunch free the first time.
And if you
After
don't
that-
like Mexican food, they got great burgers too.
Oh,
So if you're not
yeah.
a Mexican food person, they got plenty of stuff for you that aren't. That's the great thing about Cerritos. If you've got someone in your party that's not a Mexican food person, they got you covered. And the burgers
and we
are-
don't understand that, but
Well, I love Mexican food, but sometimes I just want a good burger. And they got one.
But they do. They do.
And they have
And
a
they have
great burger.
soups, and they
Yeah.
have salads,
Yeah.
and they have all kinds. They have fish.
And you know what y'all should do?
What?
I know this is hard. Do a breakfast there. Do a morning meeting. Because their burritos, that's my favorite thing
now,
on the menu.
if you're
their
really
breakfast
nice,
burrito.
so Ellie's our waitress, and if
Yeah.
you're really nice to
Yeah.
Ellie, she will give you breakfast still.
Really?
Even
Any
though-
time of the day.
My by far favorite is your build your own breakfast burrito. That's when my wife go there. We always go to breakfast, it seems
Yeah.
like. And we each get our build our own breakfast burrito and we split a hash brown. That's our rule. And two of us eat for like under $20 every single time
Right.
we're in there. And it's amazing.
And they have great service. I'm serious. And they have great coffee.
Yep.
But another thing we're going to be doing is on November the 15th, we're going to be doing a mixer at Backdraft Barbecue.
Okay.
So if you'd like to find out more about Kiwanis, you want to come out and join us, come have some snacks.
Yeah.
We might even buy you a drink.
Remember that thing about TV I was talking about earlier? You might want to be over there too. That seems something about TV on that one too, if I remember rightly.
Oh, yeah.
Our whole town's going to be famous.
Our whole town's going to be famous.
Well,
we already are, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. We they're coming for the aliens and staying for the food now.
Yeah.
What's going on? But
Yeah, so that's
November
exciting.
16th, like kind of a
No,
coming
15th.
15th, I'm sorry.
Monday will be Monday Night Football.
And that's at the-
They're closed that day, so the
Okay.
football will be on. We'll have appetizers.
Awesome.
And
So come see the new Backdraft brick and mortar facility.
Yes.
They were a food truck for and I
that's
still think they do the
on
food truck.
Railroad Avenue,
yeah.
I guess, wherever that's. I'm not sure where.
Yeah,
It's 3rd and Railroad?
Yeah, it's third. It's right here in the downtown area. It's over there, 3rd and Virginia.
I think it's Railroad, isn't it?
Railroad. Yeah,
I think
I'm
so.
bad at streets.
Yeah.
It's over there.
It's kind of hard to see on radio, Mike, over there.
Well, if you're asking me for directions, you're already probably in trouble. So
You're already lost.
that's right.
Lori will tell you I am the most directionally challenged person she knows. So
Walk around that area, you'll start smelling barbecue. Go
And then
towards the
just go
route.
towards that.
Find the smell.
But if you want to help kids, we have all kinds of great kid programs through Kiwanis. And, you know, I think it's the best club in town. So
Absolutely.
if you're going to join somebody, give us a call or come have lunch with us tomorrow.
Absolutely. And if you've missed out or forgot anything or didn't catch everything we talked about here, Kiwanis Club Roswell has the Facebook page there. It's a great, quick way to get a hold of you guys. If you
Absolutely.
like, hey, I want to get a golf ball. What do I got to do? Or hey, I want to get a ticket for Swearingen and Kelly. How do I do that? Or hey, I want to donate or I want to be a part of the event on the 15th. You could shoot those questions through there. Or hey, I want to be a Kiwanian. How do I do that? Any of those questions and more, shoot them right through there, and someone will get to you as soon as humanly possible.
That's right. We're pretty efficient at that, I think.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
I hope.
I'd say that's probably the quickest way to get answers quick, and that's
Anymore,
that's-
yeah.
It's just the world we live in now. So awesome. Did we get it all?
I think so.
I think so.
Well, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Mike.
We'll see you
Thanks,
next
Mike.
time here, and don't work too hard. Save me some donuts.
There you go.
Thanks, guys. We'll
Have a
see you
good
next
one, Mike.
time. You too. All right, 8:52. Time for some news of the local variety and town hall business update. Don't go away.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. Kids will be able to enjoy a safe and fun event on Halloween as the City of Roswell and Waymaker Church put on this year's Fall Festival. The free festival will be Sunday, October 31st from 4 to 8 p.m. Admission will end at 7:30 at the Roswell Convention Center. The Roswell Police and Roswell Fire Departments will also have candy at the ready for trunk-or-treat activities to include a chance for kids and adults to visit with these local first responders and get an up-close look at their law enforcement and fire vehicles. The art design of the City of Roswell's new water tanks at the Roswell Air Center area is competing with other water tank designs from across the U.S. and Canada for the title of Tank of the Year. Residents of Roswell and the surrounding area can cast their votes for the local water tank design, featuring the city's UFO-themed logo. The contest has been conducted since 2006. You can vote at tankoftheyear.tnemec.com. You're up to date. I'm Jared Sorello.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have a cold front on the way and some very gusty wind and cooler temperatures coming up by tomorrow and Wednesday. Sunshine and warm today will be in the upper 80s. Overnight looks clear down to a low of about 50, and then a very windy day tomorrow with gusts up to 45 miles per hour, blowing dust, sunshine, and our high in the low 80s will be in the 70s by Wednesday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander. For the first time in 8 months, the global shortage of computer chips won't force General Motors to close any North American factories. The company said Friday that starting November 1st, all plants that had been closed on and off because of the shortage will be rolling out new vehicles. The nation's largest automaker and the rest of the global auto industry have been sporadically shutting down plants since late last year due to the semiconductor shortage. American Express saw its profits surge last quarter by 70%, the company said Friday, as Americans and companies pulled out their cards to start traveling, dining out, and entertaining, as they had done before the pandemic. On Wall Street, the Dow up 74 points to close at 35,677, the Nasdaq down 125 to 15,090, and the S&P 500 down 4 points to 4,544. With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
The biggest sale in the history of southeastern New Mexico is back at Roswell Nissan.
King of cars.
With every vehicle on the lot slashed to liquidation pricing. Like a 2020 Versa slashed to under 18 grand. A 2014 Jeep Patriot slashed to under 13 grand. And a 2015 Sentra slashed to under 9 grand. And get free AirPods just for stopping by.
King of cars.
On now at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
Have you been dealing with stress or anxiety lately? Don't let that stop you from getting the dental work done that you know needs to happen. Hi, this is Dr. Sarah Usher with Carabelli Dental, and every day we help people just like you have a relaxing and pain-free experience with IV sedation. Just imagine a dental experience where you don't remember the needles or the drills. If that's what you're looking for, we can help. Let us ease your stress and create the best dental experience ever.
Come see the team at Carabelli Dental at the corner of 9th and Main or call 622-4455.
Fever is the leading symptom of COVID and the flu, and the only way to reliably detect fever is with an accurate thermometer. Be vigilant and be accurate with the Exergen Temporal Scanner, proven in more than 100 clinical studies. Don't rely on non-contact thermometers. They are proven to be inaccurate and will not reliably detect a fever that might mean COVID. Be sure to seek medical advice at the first sign of fever. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Oh, according to research, 82% of people will remember radio ads. So, 82% of you listening will remember that this is an ad for ZipRecruiter. 82% of you will note that if you're hiring, ZipRecruiter finds qualified people for your job. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And 82% of you will remember that you can try ZipRecruiter for free. But you have to go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Yes, free. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The ball on top of a flagpole is called a truck. Mess with your friends today by pointing at a flagpole and say, "Hey, check out the truck on top of that flagpole." Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 8:57. Stay tuned next hour. We're going to have Stacy Lehman join us from Roswell Honda, talking about Paint Roswell Honda Paint. That's coming up this Saturday out there at Roswell Honda, their annual event raising money during Breast Cancer Awareness Month for the Chaves County Cancer Fund. And they have a lot of fun with it, swag and win like Michael Kors purses and all that fun stuff. So we're going to talk with Stacy next hour about all of that. Let's see. What else do I want to mention? Oh, yeah. Hey, of course, with the fall festivals and all that coming up, of course, cities having their, of course, they have, which I'll talk a little bit more about next hour,
but they've got Night of the Living Zoo happening the 29th. The city also has the Fall Festival on Halloween, October 31st, from 4 to 8 at the Roswell Convention Center. Free trick-or-treating, carnival games, the Jolly Jumpers, music, creepy crawlers exhibit from the zoo, teal pumpkins with the Roswell Public Library, more, all of that. But also on Saturday, the Roswell Public Library is having their Dia de los Muertos celebration. That'll be Saturday, October 30th. Events will begin at 10 a.m. Again, it's free. They're going to have a Mass for the Departed, a workshop on creating an ofrenda by Maria Bleth, a workshop on sugar skull and sugar cookie decorating, the telling of, I botched these, I'm sorry, La Llorona by Diana Velasco, workshop on paper flowers by Papel Picado, live music by Jose Castillo and Jose Mena, face painting, and then at the end they're going to be showing the movie The Book of Life. Friends of the Library is involved with this, along with the Roswell Hispanic Chamber, but it's a free event. If you go to the Roswell Public Library's website, which is through the city, or their Facebook page, you can learn more about everything and all the different events and all that. But this Saturday, beginning at 10 a.m. out at the Roswell Public Library, free event. Bring the whole family out and have some Dia de los Muertos fun. All right, it is closing in on 9 o'clock. Town Hall News next. We'll be back on the other side. Do not go away.
Your home for Kim Commando in Roswell. 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Severe weather turning life upside down from the Pacific Northwest to the nation's heartland. Torrential rain unleashing flooding and mudslides in the Northwest. Record rainfall in Sacramento, according to the National Weather Service's Sierra Littlefield.
5.44 inches, which broke the previous record of 5.28 inches set back in 1880. So definitely been pretty wet here.
National Weather Service meteorologist Jared Maple says suspected tornadoes touched down across southeastern Missouri and southwestern Illinois.
We have radar indications that showed, the evidence that there was circulation and, the type of damage that we've seen throughout the night and into the morning does indicate that there was likely tornado damage in these areas.
And the Northeast getting ready for at least one nor'easter. It could arrive tomorrow, bringing gusty winds, heavy rains, and much cooler temperatures. Sudan's tentative embrace of democracy stopped dead in its tracks. The military has taken over, arresting the acting prime minister and other government officials. The United States expressing concern at what's going on.
On Twitter, the U.S. Embassy in Sudan said it was gravely concerned after the military detained the country's prime minister and other civilian leaders. It said the leaders of the coup are undermining Sudan's transition to democracy and called on them to stand down. A top U.S. official also said that Washington was deeply alarmed about the events and warned that a military coup could jeopardize American aid to Sudan.
And that's White House correspondent Greg Clugston. Watching Wall Street this hour, stocks are higher right now. The Dow is up 34 points, the Nasdaq ahead 69, and the S&P 10 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
There's one box that you'd run back into your burning house to grab. It's the box filled with your videotapes, film reels, and photos. Those sentimental, meaningful, irreplaceable moments. Hi, I'm Nick Mako.
And I'm Adam Baselogger. We started Legacy Box over a decade ago so that we could help families save their memories from being destroyed by floods or fires.
And it's not just natural disasters, Adam. Every day, videotapes and photos are slowly fading away, decaying, neglected in closets and attics.
Digitizing your old media stops fading, and preserving those recordings means they are safe forever. It's like magic, converting your shoebox of memories into digital files, ready to watch and share.
It's the only way to ensure your legacy is safe for generations. That's why over 1 million families have already trusted Legacy Box. Legacy Box is simple and easy, it works, and is safe. We'd love to preserve your family's collection. Don't wait, the risk is too great.
Visit legacybox.com/LBox to save 40%. That's legacybox.com/LBox to get started and save. legacybox.com/LBox.
Greenhouse gas concentrations hit a record high last year. according to the World Meteorological
The
Organization.
increase in heat-trapping gases in the atmosphere accelerated faster than the annual average for the last decade. The United Nations Weather Agency released the data in its annual report, noting the change came despite a temporary reduction during pandemic-related lockdowns. The agency said concentrations of carbon dioxide, methane and nitrous oxide were all above levels in the pre-industrial era. The period before 1750 is considered as a time when human activities started disrupting Earth's natural equilibrium. I'm Karen Chamas.
Toyota says it's testing hydrogen combustion engines in race cars as it works toward using the technology in commercial products. Such engines burn hydrogen as fuel instead of gasoline, much like rockets. News and analysis at townhall.com. The nation's business economists slightly less optimistic about growth prospects over the coming year.
The National Association for Business Economics has released a new report that found 66% of NABE members responding to a survey expect the economy to grow by 3 to 5.9% over the next year. 28% were less optimistic and pegged growth over the next year at 0.1 to 2.9%. That result represented a downgrade from the previous survey in July.
Correspondent Jeremy House. Former Facebook data scientist turned whistleblower Frances Haugen. They're planning to answer questions from lawmakers in the United Kingdom. They're working on legislation that would be aimed at reining in the power of the social media giants. And once again on Wall Street this hour, stocks modestly higher. The Dow up 45 points, the S&P ahead 10. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2. 3.
Chris Indianos.
I cannot get nothing right on this Monday.
No.
Can't do it. Wouldn't be prudent.
Stop sending us back in time. Trying to get this Monday over with.
Maybe it was next Monday.
Ah, you're jumping ahead. You're a visionary, my friend.
It's November, right?
I learned something over the weekend.
Yeah?
You should never hint to the sales staff that you want something.
Uh-oh.
Because...
What did you hint?
Oh, we talked about it on Friday how we kind of wanted some more Foley for the morning show.
Oh, yeah.
Foley board.
That
Foley
was you.
Board. That wasn't me. It was me. It was all me. So at the event, we were out at Roswell Nissan over the weekend for the King of Cars sales event, and they spent the entirety of the remote going over different soundboards and different devices that they want to get to put in the studio.
Who's they?
Well, Chris and Thomas. I think specifically Thomas, but
I hate to inform.
But no, they've got like this whole like soundboard thing that they're ready to order.
I hate to inform but your boss would probably want them to worry about other things and let us worry about the program.
One would think, right? As soon as I even hinted, they were like, "Well, it's Thomas's wheelhouse." He's like, "What? I get to go buy stuff?"
You know what we should do? We should go on the morning show and talk about places we think they should sell to.
Ooh, there you go. Maybe they'll really pay attention. Client retention.
Allow me to retort, fine, sir. Well, good. Well, maybe you'll get some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then as I was thinking about it, it's like, well, everything they were looking at, I could basically do the same thing with my phone. You just download a soundboard app, go get a bunch of the sound effects that they would put on there, and I could just wire it to the board with Bluetooth.
I just say let's hire that dude from Police Academy.
There you go, Michael Winslow.
Yeah, Michael
He's got,
Winslow.
nothing going on.
Yeah, what's he done the last? Every once in a while, I see him show up on a YouTube video doing the same sound effects that he was doing 30 years ago.
He hadn't even updated his police siren.
Yeah, it's the same one.
Like you would think by now he would work in a couple of whoops in there because that's what they do now.
Well, there's got to be new noises from the 2000s.
Oh, right.
He missed the whole world. I'm sure his is probably the best one of the
right. Michael, really? Michael Winslow died last year.
Nuh-uh.
I guess, amidst all the other chaos of
no way
COVID.
That's not real.
I think I do remember hearing something about that.
I'm bummed now.
Well,
nuh-uh.
He's making sounds for Jesus now.
Michael Winslow passed
wait a second.
away?
No, he didn't.
I'm about to say nuh-uh. That's not
true.
true.
No, he didn't.
I saw him a year ago.
I just played the is-was game on Google. Michael Winslow is an American actor.
I'm about to say, I don't think he was dead. Good. Oh, I'm happy.
And now
he
he
made me
sends me a
sad
link.
for a minute.
And now it's Chris, and he sends me a link too. So let's dive in here.
Link to.
Yes, you just sent me a link to the fact that he's still alive.
Good.
All right.
Good. You're about to wreck my day.
Yeah. Chris, stick to sales. Buying soundboards.
Here's a to you, Mr. Winslow. I don't know how to do that. I can't have those noises. I don't have the skill set.
I was never able to do any of those.
Is Jimi Hendrix too?
Oh yeah,
he did the Jimi Hendrix. That was, that's in the Police Academy movies, if I remember right. Yeah. The Jimmy, but let's get that guy.
There you go. Yeah, he's got like nothing going on these days.
I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Winslow sat here all day just going. The happiest man.
Thing
on the
is,
planet.
I have a feeling in his contract he'd have to get billing on the show. It's like
that's fine.
I don't even have that yet. I've been here going on 3 years.
We'll bring back Mike and Mike in the morning. What's up? As long as I'm the first Mike.
Standing outside the window just looking like, this was my idea.
I'll be doing all the talking. He's just sitting there going.
That's another thing. Oh?
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Mike, what do you think of that? All right.
Yeah, but is he going to remind you what hour it is?
That's going to be your job.
Oh, okay. Sorry, number 3, Mike.
What do you think, Mike? All right.
Good point.
We got other things to talk about today.
Yes, we do.
I'm going to go watch Police Academy. What's up? Maybe not even the first one. Maybe like the 4th one.
Ooh.
Just pick one at random.
I wouldn't do that. What was the New Recruits? Which one was that one? Was that 4 or 5?
I don't even know anymore.
I'd have to look.
There's one they go to Florida for some police convention. Mm-hmm. That's where Wayne Gretzky's wife's in. I think that's the 3rd or 4th one. Citizens on Patrol is the 2nd one, I think. And then the original one's just Police Academy.
That's today.
What's today?
It says Michael died on October 25th, 2021, and his death was possibly because of an accident at a liquor store.
This is a joke.
That's got to be a joke,
That's
dude.
a joke.
Come on. That's today.
That's a joke.
That's literally today.
Y'all playing with my heartstrings.
I want to know where you get your faulty info.
All right. I don't know what to make.
I don't even know what to believe anymore, man.
All I know is I'm moving on. Michael Winslow from Arizona. Just kidding.
Well, now I want to know, did he die today?
I don't think he did. I think the internet's trolling you.
If we scooped that story,
that would be the weirdest.
Yeah, we had the scoop.
Maybe I had a God intervention like I felt when Winslow passed on and it went through me. Maybe. I think it's bogus.
That's got to be.
He's just fine and maybe he did a set where he did some sound effects where people thought he passed away.
It sounded like he passed. That's what it was.
Maybe it was. But I think he's just fine. Good. We're going to talk about painting Roswell Honda pink here this hour. We got the folks from Roswell Honda joining us. This Saturday is their annual Paint Roswell Honda Pink event. This is in support of the Chaves County Cancer Fund. They raise proceeds for them. The Chaves County Cancer Fund helps families here in Chaves County with expenses incurred, like your home expenses, to help offset some of those costs so you and your family can focus on getting your family member cured of the cancer. So we're going to talk all about the event with them, all the fun, frivolity, festivity involved, as well as great deals. Of course, when you buy a car, you're helping out directly, too.
That's
They're
right.
going to donate
$50.
Yeah, dinero every time. Not Robert De Niro. Every time.
It's like, I don't even know where I'm supposed to be. Do you want me to go over there?
Is De Niro his real name? Now that I think of it, that can't be his real last name, is it?
Well, Google. I got to imagine no. I mean,
yeah.
But then again, I thought Michael Winslow was alive still.
Yeah. Think he's related to Eddie Money?
Well, it's not De Niro.
Oh, he's
De
passed.
Niro.
But,
Robert Anthony De Niro Jr. It certainly is.
Well, I'm going to make it De Niro like the money for the rest of my life. Because I like his movies, but he's an idiot at everything else.
Al
So-
Pacino's real name is Alfredo James Pacino. Pacino. And there's Joe Pesci.
Him and I share a birthday.
It actually has all these people's real names. Joseph Frank Pesci. Diane Hall's Diane Keaton's real name. Wow. Okay, hold on. Martin Marcantonio Luciano Scorsese is Martin Scorsese's real name. So, yeah, there you go.
Glad we don't use the middle names there.
Thanks, Google.
Yeah. It's 9:14. Guess we should do some weather. It's going to be windy tomorrow, but other than that, not too bad. Here's the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have a cold front on the way and some very gusty wind and cooler temperatures coming up by tomorrow and Wednesday. Sunshine and warm today will be in the upper 80s. Overnight looks clear down to a low of about 50, and then a very windy day tomorrow with gusts up to 45 miles per hour, blowing dust, sunshine, and our high in the low 80s will be in the 70s by Wednesday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 59 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 35%. Winds currently out of the northwest at 3 miles per hour. Today, sunny skies and warm. Highs near 90. Officially, they're saying 89 today. Winds will be out of the west, 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, skies will be clear with an overnight low of 53 degrees. South winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. For you Tuesday, the wind's coming. That's bringing blowing dust and cooler temperatures for later in the week. Still nice wet temperature-wise. Sunny and 83 tomorrow, but with those winds, they'll be rolling in out of the south 5 to 15 in the morning, increasing 20 to 30, gusting as high as 45 miles tomorrow afternoon. With that, expect some patchy blowing dust tomorrow afternoon. For tomorrow night, patchy blowing dust before 7 p.m., otherwise, mostly clear with an overnight low of 49. Winds will be up once again out of the northwest, 25 to 30, gusting as high as 40 miles per hour. You'll see those winds drop down 15 to 20 after midnight tomorrow night. Then for your Wednesday, cooler temperatures. We will be sunny. Highs expected to only reach mid-70s, 74 officially. Northwest winds still a bit breezy, 15 to 20 on Wednesday. Thursday, sunny skies. Highs still floating around 74. Friday, sunny skies and 75. Saturday, a little warmer, back up into the low 80s, 82 on Saturday. Highs near 80, 79 officially on Sunday. So definitely good weather other than the fact that we got a little wind and dust and all that tomorrow. Hey, family fun awaits you at Night of the Living Zoo happening this weekend, October 29th and 30th from 5 to 9 p.m. each day at the Spring River Zoo right here in Roswell. Bring out the whole family for trick-or-treating, fun games and activities, all part of a frightful fun family night. Tickets are available right now. You can pre-purchase tickets online through the city's resource to get things for the rec center, all that stuff. Log on to RoswellConnect.com and you get your advance tickets there. I believe they're going to be a little bit more expensive if you get them at the door either on Friday or Saturday, so get them in advance. RoswellConnect.com. Again, it's Night of the Living Zoo happening October 29th and 30th at the Spring River Zoo there on East College here in Roswell. Come enjoy some family fun. Get your advance tickets, RoswellConnect.com. And I believe this is a fundraising event for the Spring River Zoo, so the money goes towards programs and things there at the zoo. All right, it is 9:17. Let's go ahead and take about a 3-minute break, and then we'll have the folks from Roswell Honda join us on the other side. We'll talk all about painting Roswell Honda pink. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Sure, you can inspect your own roof, get out that rickety ladder, prowl around up there, and try to spot the problem until... Or you could call the experts at Do Right Roofing. Do Right Roofing has quality products for any type of roof. They can even install seamless gutters. Do Right Roofing will inspect your roof and give you a free estimate fast. Keep your feet on the ground. Call Do Right Roofing today.
575-623-2273. Let Do Right do your roof right.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
Welcome to the Asian market. This is Nok. Right now we have a new ingredient like galanga, lemongrass, lime leaf, and Thai chili to make tom yam goong and tom kha gai. And try out new delicious new soup on Saturday. Come see me at the Asian market, 5702 South Main. Call for order 840-5309.
The biggest sale in the history of southeastern New Mexico is back at Roswell Nissan, King of Cars. With every vehicle on the lot slashed to liquidation pricing, like a 2020 Versa slashed to under 18 grand, a 2014 Jeep Patriot slashed to under 13 grand, and a 2015 Sentra slashed to under 9 grand. And get free AirPods just for stopping by. King of Cars. On now at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
For over 43 years, Tabosa Developmental Services have worked with families and individuals challenged by developmental disabilities, working with our dedicated staff to provide training, resources, and assistance, offering healthy daily living activities, and helping our clients reach new exciting opportunities and milestones. With the help of our daughter organizations, Los Pasitos and Little Steps Learning Center, we can help uncover their gifts as they work toward fulfilling their life goals and dreams. Learn more about Tabosa at trytabosa.org.
Martine's Capital Cafe in Roswell offers authentic and highly rated New Mexico food. Explore their amazing menu featuring huevos rancheros or asado with eggs or their green chili stew. And you can't forget their award-winning green chili cheeseburger, all made from scratch using their finest and freshest ingredients. Open for carryout with curbside delivery or limited dine-in. Just call ahead 624-2111. Martine's Capital Cafe, always pleasing the most refined palate. Open Monday through Saturday from 6 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. at 110 West 4th in Roswell.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, we're getting close to fall and cooler weather. It's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571 to sign up. Call now.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Slugs have 4 noses, but no fingers to pick them. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 21 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from Roswell Honda, Stacy Lehman back with us, and Aaron Dishman. Good morning, guys.
Hey. Good morning.
And then joining us from the Chavez County Cancer Fund, we have Carolyn Hartway back with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Good, good, good. Well, this Saturday, I know it kind of snuck up on us this year. I don't know how, because we've been talking about it, and it's been going on, but this weekend, this Saturday, is the official annual Paint Roswell Honda Pink event. I know you guys have been doing this for quite a few years, Stacey. I don't know exactly how long.
It's our 5th annual.
Is it 5th?
Mm-hmm.
It's been going on for a while now, and as usual, this is a big fundraising event for the Chavez County Cancer Fund. Really, it's we say Paint Roswell Honda Pink is celebrated this Saturday, but it's really been going on all month. Every vehicle that's been purchased at Roswell Honda, $50.
$50
goes right to the Chavez County Cancer Fund. So you still got a couple more days to pay and buy cars. And if you do it this week, you can pay more than you're supposed to because money's going to the cancer fund.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And for folks that don't know, and I'll let you explain this, but I'll just give the gist and I'll let you fill in
Sure.
the parts I miss here. But the Chavez County Cancer Fund helps families right here in Chavez County, not necessarily with the actual medical side of it, but the financial, like especially if the cancer, the family members that's battling cancer is kind of the breadwinner for the family, that really hurts the income for the family to pay for rent or mortgage or food or utilities and all that. And that's where the Chavez County Cancer Fund comes and says, hey, y'all worry about getting your family member back to healthy. and we'll help you guys cover some of these ancillary expenses so you don't have to worry about that. You can focus on treatment. Is that pretty much covered, or did I miss something there?
Pretty close.
Okay.
Pretty close.
Walk for Hope is probably your most famous fundraising event here in our community.
Yes, sir. Walk for Hope has always been our major fundraiser.
Mm-hmm.
And COVID hit us hard.
Which makes this year's Paint Roswell Honda Pink that
very
much more
important.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We haven't been able to do Walk for Hope for 2 years now. And I was telling Stacy before, COVID didn't stop cancer. We still have people in our community who need help, and we're doing everything we can to reach out to them and to be here.
Sure.
And keep in mind that Chaves County Cancer Fund is run strictly 100% by volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
We have no paid staff. Every dime that's donated to Chaves County Cancer Fund is returned to the hands of Chaves County.
Yeah.
So
it stays local, exactly.
Absolutely.
Your money don't
stays
leave
local.
this county. It's
Absolutely.
going right here.
Yes,
so
sir.
That's probably why Crumlin and Roswell Honda have been participating in this event for this many years now. So Stacy, where's the fun part? Tell us all the fun things happening on Saturday. We're not all sad and talking about cancer.
It's going to be so much fun this year.
time.
We're going all out. Our event's from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And of course, you guys are going to be out there with the live remote.
That's right. Sean will be there making a fool of himself per
Yes. So the Chaves County Cancer Fund's also going to be out there. They're going to have all kinds of pink merch that they're selling.
So when you buy it, all again, proceeds go right back to the cancer fund.
So bring some cash for that.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have a performance.
cash.
That's right.
Bring lots of cash.
Kind of folds, not kind of jingles. Just saying.
Yeah. But we're really excited because this year we're going to have the Roswell High School band perform at 11, and then the Charlie's Angels are going to perform at 12.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
That might be one of the few ways you can see them because they're kind of, they're kind of big time and they're kind of hard. So
they are big
come out
time.
to Hondas, the only way you get to see them.
Yeah, we want people to come out.
They're busy on big national stages and stuff.
They really are. They're very, very talented.
Yeah.
So that's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
And then at 1 o'clock, we're going to have our huge giveaway. And we have 3 designer Michael Kors purses this year.
Nice.
They're all pink. And we also have a pink Keurig that we're going to give away.
Okay.
And Chimera is actually going to have a booth this year.
Awesome. Yeah, Chimera is a partner in this event this year as well.
Yeah.
Helping out, and it's kind of their wheelhouse too, raising
Yeah.
awareness and getting people. So it's great.
Yeah, they're going to also donate a beautiful basket. So we have lots of giveaways.
Okay.
And all you have to do is just come for a visit and we'll get you signed up with a ticket.
Yeah.
If you want to take a test drive this week, we'll get you 3 tickets. And if you purchase a vehicle, you get 5.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So then you guys will do the drawing probably around 1 o'clock this
Yes.
Saturday.
Must be present to win.
So get there, and even if you come out at like 10 and then you have to go run an errand or something, make sure you're back by 1
Right.
for the drawing.
Correct.
And if you want to hang out the whole time, there's going to be plenty to do. Like you said, we got all these different booths and things to visit,
Yeah.
music, the jumps, the stuff for the kids. So you can bring the whole family. It's not just stuff for the ladies. There is stuff for the whole family out there. And of course, if you're looking for a newer pre-owned vehicle, this is a great time because not only we're in a definitely if you're looking to sell pre-owns and things, that's you're kind of in command right now. Is the way that the world we live in. But with that, you can take advantage of some great deals here. And then as the added bonus, your purchase is going to help the Chaves County Cancer Fund. So
Correct.
That's that in and of itself. You're like, let's make this deal before the 31st so we can make sure the Cancer Fund gets their share of this too. So it's kind of, this is the last weekend to get these deals and get that done. So if that's a motivating factor for you, which I think it should be, let's get the deals done this week so we can help out the Cancer Fund that much more.
Yes, sir.
So I know times are tough for everybody in the car business right now, but how's the lot looking right now as far as selection and things?
You know what? At Honda, we're doing really well. We've been lucky to have a steady flow of people trading in vehicles and good inventory that's fresh on the lot.
Good.
Not really anything getting too aged on us. We have a good amount of inventory to choose from. The new cars are still coming in. Rates are still low. We got 0% on a lot of 21 and 22 models.
Okay.
So Honda themselves is pushing really hard to make sure that we stay in a good position.
Okay.
And with the demand for vehicles right now, the demand and trade value is up too, right? So a lot of our customers have been able to get just this
astronomical amount of money for their trade, some more than what they paid for it over 2 years ago.
This is one of those very rare situations. Because they tell you, cars are never investments, but this is one of those weird times right now that you could, in theory, make more money on your trade than what you actually paid for it the first time, depending on the vehicle and obviously if you've got a 20-year-old car, you're not going to get those numbers. but if it's a late model vehicle here, certain models and brands that their value is not only holding, it's increasing. It's just the way of the world right now. So
it's a great way to get out of negative equity as well.
Correct. Yeah.
That upside down term a lot of people end up in sometimes. This is the time to get upside down if you know how to play.
If you are upside down, come see Aaron.
Yeah, maybe last deal you made, it wasn't, you had a little bit of negative equity. Mm-hmm. Well, this is a great opportunity to wash that away and start over at a very competitive rate.
Absolutely. And this is the part where yourself and your sales team can help with that, because I get it. You're kind of like, this doesn't make sense. How does this work in this world? You start talking Ghostbusters, dogs and cats living together and all this mess. But that's where your guys are experts. Like, no, we can figure this out. We can work the system.
Yes,
this
sir.
is what it is. And I gotta be honest, card salesmen are we've been training for this our whole lives, to work the system, and this is what we do. Yeah. And so let them work for you during this event. And by the way, they work for you, and you're gonna help out here and help the Chavez County Cancer Fund, because these guys sell, we'll say 200 cars this month. That's do the math there, $50 per car. That's a lot of money for the Chavez.
Bring
County.
it on.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. So that's what we're talking about here. So come out and check it. Now, as far as like new cars, like you said, I know that's trickier, but what's the way of the world? Are people like ordering if they want like a certain thing? What's kind of how people are navigating?
Mike, it's
that?
weird right now. So we have a rolling list of people that are actually pre-purchasing cars, but while they're in transit, right?
Okay.
So the factory builds them, they ship them to us, they get close, we get some information on the car.
Okay.
And it's like a feeding frenzy. I can't even. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. We're selling them before they get here.
Yeah.
People aren't really worried about color right now, which is a new one. Most people want their color.
So if you like that baby puke green,
there
you go. It's your world.
There's a home for everyone.
Or that mustard.
Yeah.
I've never seen a mustard Honda, but maybe you know something I don't.
Not a recent one. That was more popular a few years ago. But there's certain shades of green that they can look real pretty in certain lights, but a lot of times you're like, I don't know about that one.
And a lot of our excitement right now too is the new arrival of the 2022 Honda Civic.
Yeah.
So we are fortunate right now to have a few on the lot that didn't pre-sell.
Okay.
Because we got 9 in at once, which was amazing. It's the most cars we've got in at once in a while.
Well, they're the best of both worlds. They're economical, and if you need something that doesn't cost a lot to operate, but if you want something that's got a little, oomph to it, those cars got it. So it's because usually you got to trade one for the other, economy for power, or that car kind of has best of both worlds.
Yes, sir.
So how about because I think I've read that they did a bunch of changes to the Ridgeline too, right?
They are changing up the Ridgeline. It's going to have a little bit better shape. I haven't gotten any yet. Ridgelines are one of the most restricted vehicles from Honda right now. It's one of the harder ones to get. But
but if you want to put an order in and let's play, see what happens. You might not get it tomorrow, but they'll get you taken care of.
They'll get you taken care of. Yeah.
Very good. How does that work if they drop and make payment on it today? Does that count towards the 50?
We don't contract the deal until it shows up.
Gotcha.
Correct.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, we don't want.
I was just trying to see if we can leave them a boatload of cash.
I like the way you think.
A bunch of pre-sales.
I'm working the deals. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm with you. More money, more better.
Absolutely. But for folks, come out to Honda. Come out this week. And like if you're looking for a vehicle, you don't have to wait till Saturday. Come out today. Come on out. And know if you do buy a vehicle before Saturday, it's going to help the Chavez County Cancer Fund. But if you want to make Saturday the day, because that's when the family's off and everybody can come do some car shopping, come out Saturday about 10 o'clock. Everything's kind of getting underway. The booths will start being up, and you can start getting your entries into for the drawings for the basket and start buying swag here and do. Are the cookies back this year?
No cookies.
No
I
cookies.
did ask Barbara while she was in the elevator, though. So we'll see. Maybe she'll surprise us.
Maybe a Tata cookie or two might
She's the one that makes them.
At least two. They come in pairs.
But we will have free hot dogs and soda, cotton candy, Jolly Jumps, all that fun
So
stuff.
you get plenty of food opportunities.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's not all shaped like breast cancer awareness things.
Exactly.
And by the way, fellas, the Michael Kors purse situation, they're not cheap. I bought a Michael Kors purse or two. I've been married 20 years, so I know I got to buy I bought one. And if you get out of there under $300 for a purse, you're doing pretty good.
I don't think you can.
And we have 3 of them.
You can, but it's like the deep, like last year's model.
Coin purse?
People, yeah, you can fit like this.
It's that mustard color.
It's the mustard color.
one.
Yeah, the pewter green.
But somebody said that's going to be popular this year. Like, no. But no, these will be pink. These are predetermined is the color. But yeah, these are, so fellas, even if you win, make great Christmas gifts,
right?
Or save it for a doghouse day when you really botch things up. It's like, honey, I got you a purse. You know, what do you do? If you can't make it till Christmas, I've been there. I've been married. I know how that works. But really, this is a big deal. These are highly sought, coveted, high end. These aren't like discount pocketbooks. This is the stuff Paris Hilton and highfalutin society carries.
Yes.
So, these are real nice. And that's like every year though. You guys been doing that. That's as part of the 5 years. I think you've given away Michael Kors purses every year.
We've never given away 3, so that's something new.
This is the trifecta.
Yes.
All right.
We're going all out this year.
All right. So get in on that. Take a test drive. I mean, you can get now in the gift bag or the gift basket that that Loveless Chimera. I'm sorry, Chimera's donating here. Do you know some of the things in there?
I don't.
Okay.
They haven't given it to us yet, but I know it's going to be absolutely amazing because it always is.
Good. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm sure it is.
It's always beautiful. They're just such an amazing.
And again,
partner.
I imagine too, like you said, they're going to be there talking and things. So if you're looking for information on the medical side of cancer, I'm sure they would have.
Yeah.
They're going to have a lot of great information on.
And I'll let her touch on that because they
provide.
are partners with Chimera, so she can probably tell you a little bit more information.
Chimera is a huge supporter of Chaves County Cancer Fund. We appreciate everything they do. And actually, the application process starts at Chimera.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
we do still have funds.
So they kind of serve as an agent for you guys and kind of make sure the people you're helping are the ones that need help.
Right. And if there's folks today listening that need some help, please reach out to us. That's exactly what we're here for.
Okay. So my suggestion is if you're a family and you've got cancer and you're battling with that and you need financial help, go to the front desk at Chimera and say, hey, I heard on the radio you guys are kind of the agent for the Chaves County Cancer Fund. I'd like to learn on how to get on the list here
Absolutely.
and how to get that process
and they
going.
will help you. They will walk you through every step.
Absolutely. Now,
Super easy. Easy.
And you also, the Chaves County Cancer Fund does have a Facebook page as well.
We do.
A lot of the times we're using to promote Walk for Hope, but as you heard, we can't do that the last couple of years. So
it's coming in 2022. We'll be back. We will be back.
Hell or high water, it's happening.
Exactly.
Great. Awesome.
And we will all be there.
But if you'd like to reach out via online, go leave a message the same way you would if you're going to Chimera. Say, hey, I heard on the radio. I'd like to learn more about helping our family through the cancer fund, or vice versa. Hey, I heard about it. I'm out of town this week, but I'd like to cut you guys a check. Where's the best way
You're
to do that?
welcome to call me direct.
Okay.
575-420-4761.
And again, just want to remind folks their biggest fundraising event is the Walk for Hope event. They haven't had it the last 2 years, but the one thing that hasn't changed is their demand for help. So
the other thing that hasn't changed is the support of our community.
Yeah.
We have partners like Honda who reach out to us. How can we help?
Mm-hmm.
It's very touching.
Yeah.
It's
We have a
super
great
cool.
community.
This community just really reaches out and digs deep.
Absolutely. And I can say this because I've interviewed 1,000 times the Crumlin Auto Group, and I don't care which dealership we're talking about, all of the Crumlin family. Without their support, there'd be a lot of things in this community that don't get off the ground. You know, I mean, odds are pretty good if you find a major event that's fundraising for a great organization in our community. Odds are pretty good. There's a Crumlin dealership that's in there supporting and helping out with it, and that's just something they always do. And that's so. Come out. We'd love to have you buy a car. We'd love to keep doing it. But at the end of the day, come out, support our community, and be a part of this event. And come. And if you happen to need a new vehicle, there'll be plenty of people there to make sure that happens.
Ask for Aaron.
Ask for Aaron.
And to be honest, if you're even thinking that you're not going to qualify, come down anyway, because it's a weird world, man. There's things. Again, it's back to the Ghostbusters. Dogs and cats living together. It's weird, man. And when it comes to the finance world, things that you thought never would be available to you are now available to you. And things that are tried and true aren't necessarily tried and true right now.
Correct.
So that's so come talk to Aaron, come to talk to his team. Let them, even if you're kind of like, I need a car bad, but is the numbers going to work? They'll make the numbers work.
We'll make it happen.
We also mailed out an invitation to everybody.
All right. Look for the pink one.
Yeah. So everyone in Roswell got this, and Dexter.
Okay.
So it has all of our information about our event.
Some of the giveaways and some of the swag. There's the pictures of the purses that
they're
that
beautiful.
will be. And to be honest, those are like the more subdued. Like they're not the hot pink like someone sees you coming from a mile pink. It's more of the classy pink.
Yes, it's very classy.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Not 80s pink.
We get it, right?
Yeah, we get it.
Not 80s, I'm at the boardwalk pink. 80s, I'm at the rave, 80s rave pink. It doesn't glow in the dark pink. It's classy.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Is there anything we missed? Any information we wanted to share? Aaron, coolest car on the lot right this second.
The new 22 Honda Civic Sport Touring Hatch.
Nice.
Ooh.
The hatch is awesome. The new one.
And that one has 0%?
No.
0.9%.
It has 2.9.
Okay.
They're doing
so good.
2.9 on the 22 Civics.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, for a brand new high,
Yeah.
that's
Honda has great rates, guys. And they're so easy to do.
You want 0%? You got to buy it in 2024.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people don't understand it, but they also have a really good residual lease. It's like 65% or higher, I think.
But Honda in general, the resale value. It's just what if you buy a Pilot or a Ridgeline or a Civic, it holds its value.
Yes,
There's
correct.
certain brands out there are ones that don't lose value as quickly when they drive off the lot, and Honda's definitely one of those brands. It holds its up. You go do your own research, get on there and do your cars and drivers and consumer reports, and you're going to see Honda stacks right up there as the best in the industry.
10-4.
Yeah, definitely do all of that. And again, if you want more information about the Chaves County Cancer Fund, please go online.
Please
definitely
reach out.
Come out this Saturday. If your family needs help, they are there helping. We haven't had Walk for Hopes, but we are having people getting helped here.
Great community.
And folks, if you're listening and you're thinking, man, I just got a big pile of money that's burning a hole in my pocket.
Call me.
Call the Chaves County Cancer Fund. They can help you do something with that, too. So can Aaron, by the way, but he'll give you a car for it. Aaron's like, wait a minute. Before you say it. Very good. Well, thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
We'll see you on Saturday.
Absolutely.
Come with pink bells on.
Yes.
Wear pink.
That's right.
Wear pink.
Maybe not the bells. Don't hang around Sean. He gets mad when you make noises around him. All right. It is... It's 9:40. Let's go ahead and pause for news, sports update, and business update. Don't go away.
Now for a Pecos Valley News update, I'm Jared Cirillo. Kids will be able to enjoy a safe and fun event on Halloween as the City of Roswell and Waymaker Church put on this year's Fall Festival. The free festival will be Sunday, October 31st from 4 to 8 p.m. Admission will end at 7:30 at the Roswell Convention Center. The Roswell Police and Roswell Fire Departments will also have candy at the ready for trunk-or-treat activities to include a chance for kids and adults to visit with these local first responders and get an up-close look at their law enforcement and fire vehicles. The art design of the City of Roswell's new water tanks at the Roswell Air Center area is competing with other water tank designs from across the U.S. and Canada for the title of Tank of the Year. Residents of Roswell and the surrounding area can cast their votes for the local water tank design, featuring the city's UFO-themed logo. The contest has been conducted since 2006. You can vote at tankoftheyear.tnemec.com. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Another interesting development today is Joe Manchin has now threatened to blow up the entire infrastructure negotiations. He's had it. He says, how about we spend $0? This was in the Hill today. Apparently, we're learning about the shouting match between the two of them. And anyway, Manchin and Sanders get into this argument Wednesday during which he said he's willing to abandon Joe Biden's social spending plan. According to Sanders, Joe said, I'm comfortable with spending nothing. Manchin confirmed he said, I'm comfortable with spending zero. By the way, so am I, Joe. Joe Manchin, if you can hear me, that would be the better plan for the people of America. We can't afford it.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
Hey, I've got good news today for parents that want to homeschool their children. Look, by now you've already heard about the Acellus learning system. It's now in use by 6,700 schools all over the country. And this year with the pandemic, Acellus, they've become the go-to solution for schooling students at home. Now, the good news today is more and more school districts, they are stepping in to pick up the cost of providing high-quality Acellus lessons to students studying at home. The program is called Cyber School, and the students study at home, and the local school district picks up the cost of the tuition. Now, check to see if your district is participating in cyberschool.com. This is an opportunity to have Acellus best homeschool solution for your kids at no cost to you, the parents. That's cyberschool.com. Now, Acellus really works as a homeschool solution. Students can move at their own pace. Over 400 courses to choose from. It's a game changer that people have been looking for. Cyberschool.com. That's CYBRschool.com.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have a cold front on the way and some very gusty wind and cooler temperatures coming up by tomorrow and Wednesday. Sunshine and warm today will be in the upper 80s. Overnight looks clear down to a low of about 50, and then a very windy day tomorrow with gusts up to 45 miles per hour, blowing dust, sunshine, and our high in the low 80s will be in the 70s by Wednesday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
It's time for the Chavez County Sports Report. Big win for the NMMI Colts over visiting Hope Christian Friday night, 42-27 in football action. The Colts only up 22-21 in the third quarter, but they got a blocked punt and then a 14-yard touchdown pass, Juan Padillo to Norberto Valencia, and then a pick six interception for a touchdown by Diego Hernandez, and they were on to the victory. Also Friday night, it was a tough loss for Goddard at Artesia, 35-21 there. Dexter, no problems at Tucumcari, 50-0. This is a weird score. Jowl wipes out Hagerman, 60-6. You would have thought that would have been closer based upon earlier scores. Gateway Christian, six-man football, opening round of the playoffs, 53-0 over Elida. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell Talk FM 106.5.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Rich Thomason. The nation's business economists slightly less optimistic about growth prospects over the coming year.
The National Association for Business Economics has released a new report that found 66% of NABE members responding to a survey expect the economy to grow by 3 to 5.9% over the next year. 28% were less optimistic and pegged growth over the next year at 0.1 to 2.9%. That result represented a downgrade from the previous survey in July.
Correspondent Jeremy House. Tesla stock is surging on word that Hertz is ordering 100,000 of the company's electric vehicles. Hertz says it will buy the Tesla Model 3 small cars by the end of next year. It will also buy EV chargers. Stocks bit higher on Wall Street at mid-morning. With business, I'm Rich Thomason.
What a great time of year this is. Leaves are changing, pecans are falling, and that feeling of autumn is in the air. Along with the change of seasons, your friends at the Tailgate Nation Roswell Ford suggested it may be time for a change of vehicles. And at Roswell Ford, there's no shortage of good, clean, late model cars and trucks that will serve your family for many years. For instance, right now, Roswell Ford has a beautiful 2020 Ford F-150 Lariat Crew Cab 4x4 with only 26,000 miles, and it's only $54,980. Oh, and here's a great deal on an SUV, a 2018 Ford Explorer XLT with less than 42,000 miles for just $28,980. They'll go fast, so you better hurry. Remember, Roswell Ford backs up all their pre-owned vehicles with a 3-day money-back guarantee, so you don't have to worry about making a mistake. And if you have a lightly used car or truck, Roswell Ford wants to see it. You'll probably be surprised how much it's worth. Whether you're thinking of buying or thinking of selling, come see us at Roswell Ford, the Tailgate Nation.
Sometimes we put off important health needs like surgeries because, well, we worry about the pain and time needed for recovery. Dr. Paul Torres, a board-certified general surgeon, has joined Loveless Specialty Healthcare and is helping patients in the Roswell area get back to the lives they love with less pain and a faster recovery through advances in minimally invasive surgery. To find out if laparoscopic surgery is the best solution for you, call Loveless and make an appointment today at 575-625-3222.
You don't want to bring your car to just anyone. You want to bring it to someone you know. Someone who will tell it to you straight, and someone you trust to do a quality job because they care about you. You want to bring it to Big O Tires. We're locally owned, which means we're your neighbors. And neighbors help neighbors whenever they can. Right now, save $100 instantly on select sets of 4 Big O brand tires. When you need to bring your car to someone, bring it to your neighbors at Big O Tires. Because we love giving our neighbors a great deal. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation charges extra. Required on all 4 tires. Not valid with other offers. Eligibility may vary. Disposal fees extra and up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price not to exceed $35 where permitted. See store for details.
Times are changing, and today's funerals aren't always the sad and solemn events you might expect. This is Gabriel Casaus from Lagrone Funeral Chapel. Along with hymns and scriptures, today's funeral services are often filled with fish stories, country songs, and a joke or two, golf clubs and hot rods, favorite recipes, and kitchen disasters. At Lagrone Funeral Chapel, we believe a funeral should reflect your loved one's personality, passion, and sense of humor. When you lose a loved one, we're here, because at Lagrone Funeral Chapel and Crematory, we make it personal.
900 South Main, Roswell.
Family fun awaits you at Night of the Living Zoo, happening October 29th and 30th from 5 to 9 p.m. each day at the Spring River Zoo in Roswell. Bring out the whole family for trick-or-treating, fun games and activities, all part of a frightful, fun family night. Get your tickets now. Pre-purchase your tickets online at roswellconnect.com. Night of the Living Zoo, October 29th and 30th at the Spring River Zoo on East College in Roswell. Come and enjoy some family fun, if you dare.
Christmas came early at Richland Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. A huge inventory has finally arrived at the dealership. Every type of Ram truck you've been waiting for. 2500s, 3500s, even some 4500s. Been looking for a new Dodge Charger or Challenger? They've got them at Richland. And don't go far looking for a new Jeep, Wranglers, Cherokees, Gladiators, even some work vans. It's like Christmas came early. But hurry, these will go fast. Richland on Southeast Main in Roswell.
Fever is the leading symptom of COVID and the flu, and the only way to reliably detect fever is with an accurate thermometer. Be vigilant and be accurate with the Exergen Temporal Scanner, proven in more than 100 clinical studies. Don't rely on non-contact thermometers. They are proven to be inaccurate and will not reliably detect a fever that might mean COVID. Be sure to seek medical advice at the first sign of fever. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Oh, according to research, 82% of people will remember radio ads. So, 82% of you listening will remember that this is an ad for ZipRecruiter. 82% of you will note that if you're hiring, ZipRecruiter finds qualified people for your job. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And 82% of you will remember that you can try ZipRecruiter for free. But you have to go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Yes, free. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Sigmund Freud once believed that cocaine could be used to help treat a morphine addiction. Mike used bacon to get over his addiction to beef. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is closing in on 9:52. Got a few minutes here before before we wrap up the show. Of course, if you missed any part of our show, you can always go back and check it out at your leisure. KSVPTV.com. Click on the Mornings with Mike Winters channel, and you'll find all of our shows there on video. After the show here, Roy's going to take our interviews and separate them from the main portion of the show, but you can watch the whole portion there. And in the meantime, till he gets that updated there, we replayed our interview in the 7 o'clock hour. Kathy Lay joined us actually last Thursday with Keep Roswell Beautiful, talking about their Trunk or Treat, the big city event happening on the 31st at the convention center, talking about the community volunteer program. It's a new program that's really cool. But she had a great conversation with Kathy, so we replayed that in the 7 o'clock hour. We had Barbara Gomez and Doug Austin with the Kiwanis Club of Roswell join us in the 8 o'clock hour, talking all about November 6th with their big fundraising golf ball drop fundraiser, and, of course, the Swearingen and Kelly, the Music of Simon and Garfunkel concerts that are happening on the 6th as well. Again, you can go back and check them out. Go to RoswellTheater.com for tickets for that event. And then just a few minutes ago, we had Stacy and Aaron from Roswell Honda and Carolyn from the Chaves County Cancer Fund join us, talking about Paint Roswell Honda Pink this Saturday, beginning at 10 a.m. We had a great conversation with them, and all proceeds that they raised during that event through the Michael Kors purse and all that stuff. And $50 from a vehicle bought at Honda this month goes towards the Chaves County Cancer Fund. So if you bought a vehicle from Roswell Honda this month, or will before the month's out, $50 goes right back to the Chaves County Cancer Fund. So great way to help out, plus other ways to help out too there. So go back and check those conversations out at your leisure. And I mentioned earlier about a couple events, of course, with Trunk or Treat going on. One of the ones I'd love to invite you guys out to, American Legion Post 61. This is a group that I am very much a part of and part with. They're going to be having their Halloween celebration actually this Saturday before Halloween. It's going to be happening at First United Methodist Church, beginning about 5-ish is when everything will get underway. It'll be a drive-through. It's even bigger, faster, stronger this year than last year. And they're going to have lots of candy, and it's all drive-through just for donation. If you can't afford anything, no biggie. But if you can afford $1 or $2 or $12 or $200, awesome. All of it goes to American Legion Post 61 family, and used for scholarships. We use it for Memory Lawn Cemetery. We use it for just helping in need. Sometimes we get a veteran coming through town that needs help, or we get an organization that can use some, because a lot of times, like especially with the holidays around the corner, we like to go get turkeys and donate them to some of our local charities and things like that. So that's what the money gets used for. So when you come out and make a donation, when you come out to the Halloween drive-thru, that's what we do with it. So we're accepting candy donations too. If you'd like to drop off, I know everybody is. Sheriff's needing some, city, we're needing it. A bunch of churches, organizations could use your candy too. So get out there and buy a bunch and spread the love. But definitely come out. It goes till about 8, so 5 to 8. Again, this Saturday, October 30th, at the First United Methodist Church parking lot here downtown. And a big thank you to First United Methodist Church for partnering with. They do a lot of. We call the Post calls the church home. We have a space there. We meet there. And they partner with us a lot of stuff, like we had our White Star ceremony yesterday. I talked a little bit about that earlier today. And we do our Gold Star ceremonies. We had one of those just a couple weeks ago, matter of factly. We do those. The church allows us to do them there at the home there, and we do appreciate all of they do. So come out, support, and do that as when you add to your list of things going on. Got the city's event at the Sioux this Friday and Saturday. Actually on Halloween at the Roswell Convention Civic Center. That's from 4 to 8. That is completely free of charge. Don't forget the Roswell Public Library is doing their Dia de los Muertos celebration. Events will begin at 10 a.m. this Saturday at the Roswell Public Library. Countless churches, everything else. Don't forget early voting is going on right now. There's just so much going on here, so definitely get involved. This is kind of what we were talking about with the Keep Roswell Beautiful and what they've got available. One of the things we talked about and talked to Kathy at Keep Roswell Beautiful for more information on this. But if you're a youth group and want to raise a little bit of money, you can sign up for their community supplies and basically talk to Kathy. They organize, but they supply all the gloves, trash bags, and things. They give you an area to clean. You clean it, and they pay you. They pay your organization like $400. They've got grant money to do this. So if you've got it, and it's for youth. This is for youth groups, church groups, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, sports groups, school groups, church groups, any of those can apply for this to get a little extra money for your organization. And it's a great way to do that. That's something that's one of these programs that Kathy's plugged into through Keep Roswell Beautiful. They've got their volunteer program that's through that too. So if you'd like to be a volunteer, say you're a student, and maybe you're a college student, maybe you want to get into veterinary science or something like that. They have opportunities where you can volunteer at the zoo through this program. You get your hours free if you need it for school and all that, but at the same time, it gets you real world experience and education in the place that you're pursuing your career for. And maybe that determines how much you love what you're doing, or maybe it causes you to say, you know what, I need to rethink my direction. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that I'm not sure, I know there is a lot of people that spent a lot of money in college to learn this trade or learn this skill set, and then they get into it, and it turns out they hate it. That's unfortunate, but that happens all the time. And this might be that opportunity for some young folks to kind of see, or maybe you're like, hey, I want to get involved with social work and that kind of thing. Maybe, there's a lot of different things, the city services you can be a part and volunteer of that help with some of that stuff. And it's all great. Talk to Kathy. Go to the city's website, roswell-nm.gov, to learn more about some of this stuff, and call up Kathy. They keep moving her office. I think she's back at City Hall now, but you can call her over there. Just ask for Kathy Lay over at Keep Roswell Beautiful, and she'll tell you all about this stuff and these great programs. So, all right, it's about 10 o'clock. I guess we ought to relent the airwaves as Travis and Sexton take over here in just a few. Thank you very much for allowing us to be a part of your day. I can never thank you guys enough for that. We have fun and goof around and try to get people informed, but I thank you. We can't do this without folks like you tuning in and watching the videos and listening to the show every day. So big thank you to y'all, and get involved in some of these things we're talking about here. I know we're having fun and goofing off, but the only way we're going to make our communities better is if we all do it. We all roll up our sleeves and do our little part. Doesn't take all of us to go kill ourselves. Just, we all do one little thing. Get something you're behind, find it, and find that passion and get behind it. And all of a sudden our community gets a little bit better because of it. All right, we got to go. Thanks for allowing us to be a part of your day. Have an awesome day. We'll talk to you bright and early tomorrow. You're listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, or Roswell, New Mexico. Have a wonderful day, everybody.